Yeah, so the thing is, the more I stick it up into me, the more it touches my ribs, and it's really bad. So please be gentle with me, guys. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I'll have no part of
Every
this.
time.
Are we supposed to be showing?
Yeah.
You were showing
That's on
earlier,
screen,
Oh,
but
there we go.
Yeah,
I
It's
wasn't
back.
sure if all you're messing about with it actually threw it off.
Yeah, you're fine, Scott. I can hear you perfectly. I'm now going to turn that down.
Lee,
so
the
we don't-
top of your head's covered by that blue arrow. It's quite
It's
funny.
fine, I don't want to see his eyes.
It's probably for the best. It's his
Hold on,
most.
hold
It's
on,
his
hold on.
It's his.
Oh
It's his
no!
less
He was a
flattering thing.
ginger all along.
Yeah. It's his forehead is his less flattering feature. So.
Yeah, just like your ability to talk is yours. Oh no, that's not that way. I like it to be there.
Yep.
Just pull it out, Richard, okay? Just make sure nobody can see what you're doing.
No, I will, but like I say, when it touches the
Guys.
inside of the ribs, it's quite bad. Fuck, we're live.
Oh, so anyway. Hello, and welcome to Sanity Check Gaming. Tonight we will be playing Mutant Year Zero, episode 3 of the streamed episodes anyway. And we're going to find out if the team can benefit the arc, burn the arc, who knows. Logan again will not be joining us. He might be here next week. Actually, before we do an introduction, there's something I want to say. Because of the Twitch rules, I believe that our first episode will disappear from the Twitch channel in the next few days. Is that right? Gets about 2 weeks or something before it just disappears.
I think it's
full,
tomorrow.
the full length one.
The full length one, yeah. I know we have put up some clips of, so they can be watched, or you can visit us on our YouTube channel, which I believe is called. Hold on, let me see if I can point
It's
to.
the
Right.
exact same in YouTube.
Well, I thought they were going to do
That
it more
shows-
bombastically.
I was saying that
bombastically,
some
as
of the-
opposed to like to mumble it.
I was
Okay.
saying some of the players haven't been viewing the YouTube. Now we know one of the ones that isn't watching them.
Anyone look at Richard? Let me see what it is, and it was down there. Oh wait, no, hold on.
So
No,
it's
he's
not
not there.
Sanity Check Gaming. I've not been watching. I've not been watching the YouTube.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to watch our earlier episodes up until we get affiliates, is it affiliate recorder? What's the
Yes,
name
it's
of?
affiliate for this.
yeah.
Then it will last longer on the main channel. So if you do like our content and want to hang around longer,
And if you hate
Follow us.
YouTube, follow us so you don't need to go to YouTube to watch it.
notifications as well. Okay, so yeah, apart from that, we'll do a pretty quick introduction of characters. Miri, you go first. What's your character? Or who's your character? Not what.
My character is Grey, and she is a gearhead. And she sometimes makes cool things, and other times falls asleep.
I'm so emotionally upset that she has to go to sleep because she was sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
No problem. It was very upsetting. Scott, what is your character? Who is your character? Why is your character?
I am Bogart. I had a certain description for my character that changed last week.
Oh yeah.
Essentially, he has the psychic ability of empathy. I know it's most people online don't know what that is, but it means that in
What,
his
psychic
case,
abilities or empathy in general.
Read the
both.
comment sections is what I'm saying. But anyway,
Never read the comments.
And essentially, he can manipulate the emotions of others. He also has very strong legs because I got that mutation. And last week, I also gained the mutation of becoming more insect-like, so I can climb walls and harden my skin. It was put up to the chat to decide what form my insect form was, and they decided that I was to be a ladybug. So, yeah, basically a humanoid ladybug with massive strong legs that runs about making people feel good or bad, depending whether they like them or not.
and insist capitalism is the way forward.
Yes,
So fan art, please. But we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
Rachel, who I will definitely not call Laura because I've got that out of my system. What is your character? Why? Who? Where?
I play Flair, who is a stalker and has 2 little girls who aren't little or young or
Edward?
children.
2 children who are about a year and a half younger than her.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. And also have a bad accent because
you
I
have a
can't do
fantastic
accents.
accent.
So she has a bit of a strange accent.
It's an accent from the future. Who knows what we'll sound like in the future, Rachel?
Yes, and how would that accent sound, Rachel?
It's me.
It's me, Jester.
It's me. It's just her. Don't put her on the spot like that. It's so hard to do accents when someone says, like, do an accent.
Apologies.
I forgot how to talk, let alone do accents. Well, Rachel
It
can
takes
go.
me a while to get into it anyway.
Remember, you've got
yeah,
to have
yeah,
your
yeah.
phrase to go to. That's why I always go, it's me, just before I start talking like Jester, because that's my go-to phrase.
Yep, that's what I do. I have a go-to phrase that you go to do accents.
Weirdly, it was actually Richard that taught me that. So, Richard, who is down that way, I think. According to this thing.
I'm watching the camera. Yeah, you're right. You're pointing in the right direction. Yep. I am. Hi, I'm Dick. I play Ulf Simonson, the eldest of the group, which I've just recently found out. I am the grunt. I am the glue that holds together, and I'm also a little bit disappointed that Lee doesn't do a big bombastic entrance in introduction to his show like I do with mine for the World of Felorium, and I'm going to be pulling him up more about that.
No, nice. We already do that one. I'll think of one for next week, and I'll do it.
Nice.
We really
Yes.
need to get an intro video done. I'm picturing Fallout
videos.
music where
Hey,
it's
I
just
can't
like
even afford T-shirts, let alone an intro video, right? Okay.
That's why he wears vests. You can't
That's
afford
correct. I
t-shirts.
can't afford things with arms on them.
yours.
I
That's
will
leave
be
the
wearing my
bullshit.
new T-shirt tomorrow that I got at Comic Con for the D&D campaign.
Oh,
Very
Oh,
exciting.
is that the one that was on
Yes.
thingy?
Yes.
It looks
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
You know-
Although
Anything?
why?
it does
do you
cover
have
my
an
arms, so I might
Instagram?
have to rip the arms off of it, but I haven't decided yet.
Just
On
shrug
screen.
it when you put it.
Yeah, considering that your arms are your more appealing feature, then yeah, you should probably do that.
If there's a way I could just get the camera just to like be there, I would do that, but then it'd be
Just
weird.
draw
Full
like a
arms.
face on here and then have the camera zoom in on it.
And then-
Tattoo of his face. Yeah.
Okay, right, and so I think that's all. And I, of course, am your DM. I sometimes know the rules and other times make stuff up depending on how I'm feeling. DM, baby. Right, so last week, does anyone remember what happened? It was more of a kind of subdued episode last week where we were just kind of like introducing the arc and the elements of the arc. I will try and avoid doing too many shopping episodes, but sometimes, you know, we just do that kind of stuff. Scott, what did you do first?
I had a psychic battle and lost the
Yeah.
psychic battle. At which point I had to go around praising someone that I despised and giving away things for free, which Bogart finds a mortal sin. Afterwards, I got slapped in the face and woke up, realizing that I had angered someone that I quite like. And then later on, I plotted future events and essentially told the story of how we got here. Well, a story of how we got here.
A heavily edited story to make us all look equally heroic and not useless at all. Smart thinking.
Intentionally forgetting the mistakes he made, which ironically made Ulf look more useless because he spent most of the time saving everybody.
Dead. Rachel, or Flair, should I say. Flair, what did you do last week?
I was part of a conversation. We found out that a guy called Spanner, am I correct?
Yes, it is.
Was killed, and we had to go and find out some information. And I met with a lady called Stalker Red and made a new friend. And also Scott character Bogart tried to
Bear?
get one of my daughters into his cult. So
Not a cult.
Yeah.
It's a religion.
Religion, you have to pay money to join. What's the problem?
Exactly. It's like, and everyone has to serve the one leader that knows best.
Check's
Any other
definition of cult.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
give me all your worldly goods, or I will kill you.
Minnie, what did you do last week?
I attempted to make some items for people, and I met someone called Dax, who was lovely. and I fell asleep out of sadness because I failed at something.
However, she
Failed
did
to make a
help
belt
you.
buckle, I think.
You were making a nice tool belt, I think, and Dax did lovingly finish it for you, and she's put little initials in the back of it for you, so you remember who it's made by. Um, she's your friend now.
Gray made too many things for everyone else, so when it came to our own thing, she was too tired.
It's like there's only so many times you can roll well. It's like, oh no. And Richardo Optic, what did you do last week?
Found out more about Spanner. Chased up a couple of grunts that happened to be named after some strange old 80s characters and stuff in television programs. Found out that Hannibal may be hiding more than he's letting on. He's let on to others, and it looks as if we went to bed to sleep it off. And as far as I'm aware, we're going to meet up with each other this very morn to speak about said revelations.
Yeah. Okay. And so with that, you are all awakening in the morning now. Gray, nope, not Gray. Oh yeah, Gray. I was going to say Miri, then went to say Gray, and then got confused because I'm not good with names at the best of times. Gray, you awaken. Now, did you spend the night in the workshop, or did you? No, I think you returned home, didn't you?
Yeah, I
do
went
remember
home
you
because
described-
I went to like the little lean-to sort of shelter thing I'd made.
Yeah, you awaken. It's a very small room. You know, your things are stashed around about it in kind of clever little hidey holes that are designed to look just like any rubble ever, because life on the Ark is steely. But yeah, you awaken. What are you doing?
I think like I hit what looks like a rock, and then there's like another rock sort of pops up, but it's like hollow, and then there's a little snack inside. So that's my breakfast.
I like that very much. Yes, you do exactly that. That is awesome. Is there anything else you wish to accomplish before things move forward?
Oh, no. I'd wish to do nothing.
No problem. You lie and you're kind of like your. It's not even a bed. It's more just like an area. You've managed to put some things that are a bit softer, some fiberglass.
Kind
That you
of
put a sheet over off.
eating a snack, scratching a bit.
Yeah. And you hear some commotion outside. However, as you are noticing that for the first time, we then switch round to Bogart, who is awakening. Where did you spend the night, Bogart?
I slept in my container, as I do every night. Well, every night that I'm at the Ark. Got up early with the intention to go to the Chroniclers and discuss the book that we found. And that is his intention. Whether that happens or not is a different story. And
I will say that you're making your way towards the Dawn Vault as things start to happen, but you don't make it because this all kicks off pretty early. But yeah. Okay. Flair, where did you spend the night?
I was in the nursery with my two girls, and yeah, just a normal night rest. And should just wake up, check on the girls, make sure they're not dead, or they haven't ran away, or they haven't gotten in any trouble.
They are both
Probably that
sleeping
one
on
the
the
most.
inflatable mattress that you provided them with.
Yes.
And they appear to be having a really wonderful night's sleep. They look very comfy. So yeah,
I'm gonna put rations out for them for their morning breakfast, and I'm gonna put their toothbrushes out, and I'm gonna get like cups of water for them. I'm gonna do like the whole parent thing.
you do so. One of them looks up to you. I will say it is Heather, because that's Heather and Charlotte, isn't it?
Yes.
Aha! I do remember somebody's names. Charlotte kind of looks up to you like that, kind of one-eyed, open look. Oh, thanks, Mum. And she's straight back to sleep.
You're welcome. Kiss on the forehead.
Oh. Then she hugs you because she loves you. And as you're doing all this, and you're kind of doing all your kind of parent leader, like, why is there so much? Why is every clothing thing they own just all over the place? Of course, because they basically own rags. There's like 3 things on the floor because nobody has much clothing. But you know, as a
I
parent,
will
like,
find
too
some
much.
better clothes.
So yeah, you do that, and then you start to hear a bell ringing because you are closer to the centre of town than everyone else. And that leads us to Ulf.
Yep. I will probably been up an hour before everybody because I'll just be doing my usual routine of watering my little plant in the bedside table I have. Working out as well, making sure I'm nice and fit for those to help those who need my help. Because again, being a grunt, that is what I do. And apart from that, I'll just be getting a quick bite to eat, and then obviously I will hear a bell ringing for some reason.
Ulf, as you stick your head out under from the door, whatever you've got, just a bit of rubble that you push over and on, Murdoch's kind of leaning against the wall. Yeah, guy you spoke to yesterday. Yeah, the guy that you were speaking to from Hannibal's unit.
Murdoch. Yep. I'll just nod to him.
Ulf. Look. He kind of moves over and actually said, like, kind of puts his hand on your chest and kind of motions to go back inside.
All right. Yeah, I'll invite him in.
He looks around as you're in there, like, it's nice digs. Look, I wasn't completely honest with you yesterday, and I got to be quick. Spanner's not dead.
Really?
Hannibal's got him.
You know
Need
why?
to find out. Don't know nothing, but they didn't leave. He said they were leaving, but they weren't gone long enough.
Okay.
I was working late and I seen them bring him back. And then the next day they told him Froon he was dead. There's only one place he can be. In the armory. Downstairs. I wasn't allowed downstairs since we cleaned it out.
Okay.
Right, so that's it. Just don't let them know it came from me. But they're up to something. And as you kind of like look at what you actually see is a big bruise along the side of his jaw that wasn't there yesterday. Yeah. And you do remember that the I think it was Baracus or one of the enforcers panel wasn't happy that he was talking to you.
Right. So, quick check over Murdoch. Is he armed?
Yeah, as armed as any other mutant on the Arcus.
Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, actually, because I forgot. Right, I'll take out a bullet. I'll put it in my hand and I'll shake his hand. Just kind of strong hands. Just thanks, man. Make sure you're okay.
Right. Just we stuck together, grunts. Kind of gives you the grunt handshake, was just a punch really hard in the shoulder.
No, it's the handshake with the hidden bullet in there.
Oh, no, I get that. He takes the bullet and then gives you the grunt handshake, which is punching something really hard in the shoulder to show how tough you are.
Yeah, and I'll do the same to him. Yeah.
Yeah. He'd be annoyed if he didn't. Right, so he takes the bullet. Right, gotta go. If anyone sees me, it's a problem. And that's it. He ducks out, and this is the point you hear the commotion. Bang, bang, bang. What the fuck's that? Who's fucking ringing the bell? What the fuck's going on? But yeah, then you all start to hear commotion. There's hubbub of various mutants because the bells never rung as often as this. Like in the last few days, they're ringing it all the time. So yeah. But you hear this hubbub as you're going towards it. Some are saying the elder's dead. Some are saying that the bosses are up to something. Which is what I do.
I'll sling my rifle over that I was practicing late last night with. And I'll head over to the.
Just draw an aim on things, yeah, and just go pew.
Yeah, just pew pew. I'm not firing bullets, obviously.
Yeah, you're saying pew pew, of course, yeah.
Yeah, because that's how it works, right?
Coming out of my shelter, like pushing the tarp aside and like putting on my belt and just making my way to see what that's about.
Nice. Rachel, you've heard the noise as well, and you are closer, so you can hear more mutants. The girls do start and wake up as well and kind of sit up in the bed. Oh, I'm just... Hey, I'm just... Hey, Mum, what's happening?
Oh my
Not
God.
sure. Let's go check it out.
Okay. One of them just pulls it. What I'm going to say is... I think I made... Where the hell are they? God, I made so many characters. Right, not that one. The unaffiliated, I'm sure they're unaffiliated. There they are. Residents in Nursley, Heather and Charlotte. Okay. Okay, we made Heather an enforcer and Charlotte as okay. I actually changed what she was. Okay. So yeah, they both sit up beside you, and you notice that Charlotte, where previously we said she had like a big bite mark in her hand from trying to tame a dog. Now she's got like a tool belt on with like a hammer hanging off of it. Oh, the dog bit me again, and she showed you the arm and another big bite in it. So, but I was speaking to one of the gearheads, and they gave me this, and they said I could be a gearhead. They're going to teach me.
Well, if that's what you want, that's okay.
Right.
Von Glove will have to look at your arm because it will get infected.
It's fine. She presses it, like some yellow thing just squirts out of it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Doesn't taste nice either.
Ugh.
Do not eat that. Whatever you do, do not do that. I smack her hand away. No.
Okay. Let's go. There's some other mutants in the nursery. God, I actually put so many mutants in the nursery. I didn't realise I'd done this many until I just looked at it. But anyway, yeah, there is other mutants there. And these they're kind of peeking their heads out from under like various bits of rubble that they're sleeping on. But none of them motion to join you and just look over suspiciously.
For anyone viewing the nursery that he's referring to, everyone's like roughly about 19, 20-year-olds.
The youngest mutants of the arc, so 17, 18, 19, yeah, they are in the nursery, however, they are adults. Much like the oldest person in the arc is Richard, who is 24? 25. And he is considered the granddad, apart from the oldest person, which is the elder, who is a very old man.
Mm-hmm.
Indeterminate age. Because very old to these guys would be 40, my age. But you know. So anyway, yeah, so the nursery is just
not
kind
old.
Just going to kick him from the
Behave
street.
yourself, young man.
Yeah, exactly. 40. Fucking kill him.
You'll be there before you know it. Okay, so some of them look over. But yeah, so you're moving to go out the door, is that right?
Yeah, I'll have gone outside with the girls and gone to the town square.
Yeah, it works. As you go out, Brock is sitting on a chair by the door, and he's just got like a rusty tin, and he's just scooping food out of it and eating it, and he just nods and clicks at you as you walk by.
Morning. And I'll just hurry off.
Two of his four arms, he salutes. So yeah, he's head towards town. Again, lots of mutants are moving towards it. It's mutants from all the different factions that you see. Lots of unaffiliated mutants. As you draw closer, I did actually do a wee card for this, which the streamers, unfortunately, if anyone's streaming will not be able to see. Not streaming, watching. But you guys can see. And I picked a picture of it because I thought it was funny. And he's got it.
Ha ha ha.
Yes.
I am not capable of seeing this.
Oh, you're not? Okay. It's basically, I found a picture of like some wasteland thing people do in California, and they're all round somebody who is just a lady who has got like tinfoil pants on and has got a big stick.
It almost looks like Burning Man.
It does look like I thought it might be Burning Man, but apparently there's like a Mad Max gathering in the California desert.
Honestly, the California desert is like craziness. Like, I think there's lots of things that happen there.
Well, I am totally getting tickets to that. I'll dress as Mad Max and take my song off. Why not?
Will it show? No, it won't.
It's a gorgeous drive, though.
Nah, there's too much of a...
Yeah.
It's light in it.
The camera's not adjusting.
Yeah. Copyright infringement.
It's a photo.
Who's ever remembers that, maybe?
It's not on stream, so you can all look at it. It's me that can't look at it.
As you approach, you notice there's 3 raised platforms. It looks like some mutants have managed to fashion together individual podiums, which look like pallets that have been thrown together. And then there's 3 bosses standing on each one. Well, there's a single boss standing on each one. There's 3 bosses, which means there's 9. Anyway, you recognise Dell, Diane, and Hannibal. And at first they're kind of arguing, but then Diane raises her hands and says in a loud voice which carries across the crowd, "We must each put our case to the ark and see who will take on these tasks. Are you doing anything, or are you just going to stand and listen, or?
I'm gonna
Am
listen
I
and
in
see what
Cannibal?
tasks are.
Hannibal, sorry.
I'll
Yeah,
assume
Sorry,
I'll,
guys.
I'll assume I'm with the chroniclers, just grumbling about the fact there's so much noise. How can anyone read?
I'm gonna sort of see if I can see anyone I know.
Yeah,
can
I'll
make
do
my
some
way towards the
perception
others.
checks in a minute, yeah, so you can find each other if you choose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Diane raises her hands and she has her staff and she waves and says, I will go first. The Ark is starving. We will not make it. The Elder and his minions, and at this point she kind of looks over at the members of the Dawn Vault that are standing there. They give us less each day. It is clear to all but the most foolish that it is running low. Do you deny this? Dawn Vault dwellers? And they look over and they kind of like put their heads down, and like you hear some voices from the crowd saying, the Elders always provided. You look after us. This is a test, this kind of stuff. Well, if this is a test, then it is too much to ask. Many of us have died. I put forward that we feed the Ark. I know of a location that will provide food for us. I also ask, and at this point she looks to several members of the crowd, including you, Ulf. I ask that any who have found things that could be used to provide us with food, that they do so. Deliver it into the care of the Church of the Golden Child, and we will harvest a bounty that we will provide to all who join the church.
Who's this is speaking now?
Diane.
Diane,
Snake
okay.
Lady.
The lady that Scott's character Bogart hates.
Switched her mind into Scott's mind.
Should I confront her again? Has it been too soon?
Should I try to fuck with your mind
Well,
again?
it appears there's a gap in the market that must be fulfilled, and my team are more than capable of locating
God,
sources.
as you're doing this, you get shushed by the crowd. They have more to say. Shut up.
I am going to use my power.
Diane, of course, she locks eyes with you the whole time and just.
Oh, I'm not locking eyes with her at all.
She tries to lock eyes with you with a very large smile, pointed teeth.
Did we not turn the water back on? We solved one issue. We can solve the other.
Hannibal pulls a scrap pistol and shoots it into the ground in front of you.
Well, that's a waste of money.
We're talking. When you're in charge, you can talk. Right. Don't listen to this snake bitch. Listen to me. The Ark is ripe for the taking. You all are weak. You need strong leadership. You need me and mine to look after you. So here's what I suggest. A team of you, maybe the less weak amongst you, goes where I say. We start defending this place. I know a location where we can at least get the fence fixed, and from there, if it works, I can probably feed the Ark as well. But you need to start listening to orders. You need to start listening to the strong. Right. You, what was your question? Points to you, Scott.
I didn't have a question. I was
Yeah,
proposing a solution.
Yeah, he pulls out. And finally, Dell, who's noticeably shorter than the other leaders, who then kind of looks, realizes this goes, gets a big box and stands on top of that.
Yes.
E-man
Says,
syndrome.
right. I am not here to throw insults at our esteemed religious leaders or our venerable military leaders. I'm here for the common man, for you lot, for all mutants to share in the bounty I can provide. Now, I don't know about feeding the Ark. I don't know about protecting the Ark. What I know about, though, is maybe making things a bit better for us all. Now, aren't you all tired of wandering about in the dark and getting stabbed at night? That's kind of annoying, isn't it? What we need is some light. Now, I've got a location of somewhere where we can bring light to the Ark. And if it's light, we can see better, the Dawn Vault could read into the night and research things to make everything safer. And maybe we can trade with some people in the zone. We can't be the only ones, and some nice lights would make us look like a good place to go. So, why don't we bring some culture to the Ark? Why don't we bring some safety to it? I can give you the location. Who would like to help me out? And then, like, the voices start raising. Like, you hear people saying, "Who'll do this for us? We're too scared to go out. There's only a few teams." The leaders then get off their podiums and stand at the front and just start calling out, like, and they're not so much them, but they're people with them, they're heralds, so to speak, and start shouting at who is brave enough to try this task. Do you want to do perception checks to find each other, or?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I'm looking for Julia.
You're looking for Julia? Okay, of course you are. What I guess we'd call this is, we'll just call it a scout. Or anything you guys can justify using.
I would need to scout, wouldn't it?
Know the zone?
If you want to say know the zone, yeah, you're looking for your friends, you know roughly where they came from, you know where they sleep, because you've followed.
I'm actually better at know the zone if I'm doing that, and yeah, I'll do I'll do know the zone as well. What the hell?
I've got one.
Yeah, I got one success. That's no bad.
Cool. Scott was easiest to find. Sorry, Bogart was easiest because he actually did call out and you know his voice. It's like, oh yeah, there it is. But yeah, the rest of them, you just look around. Yeah, just like there they are. Yep, you just find each other easily enough. Bogart, are you looking for anyone, or are you just?
Oh, Bogart's just sitting there like, like, well, I can't wait till this fucks up for them all.
So you see Bogart be like, bunch of assholes.
Yeah. Do I find Julia with my?
No, you notice that she's not with her group. You do see some people from the fix pit there. Julia is not amongst them.
Right, I'll go over where the fix pitters are.
Yeah, okay, absolutely, yeah. And O'Brien is there, kind of standing at the head. O'Brien is a boss of the Ark, but it looks like he either didn't think of this or wasn't invited.
Yeah, can I do this stealth-like?
If you wish to stealth over, of course you can. You need to roll me a stealth.
That would be sneak, right?
It would be sneak, mate, yes. You do so pretty stealthily, yeah. Everyone's too busy fixated on the bosses.
I was kind of hoping for that. Right, I'll go over to them. Is it it's no O'Brien you were saying? Is it O'Brien?
It's O'Brien, yeah. He's the leader of the fix pit.
Excellent. I'll try and speak under all the commotion and that if I can, just to speak to O'Brien. Goes, hey man, I've got some information I need to pass on to you quick.
Yeah, of course. What you got for me?
No, we might need to do this in a quieter place, if you know what I mean.
All right. He looks over. He's like, yeah, we can head over there if you want.
Yeah, great. I'm all. Can I carry that?
Well, I mean, it's not hard to. I mean, you don't need to roll a sneak if you're just like walking off.
Yeah.
So you just walk off, like, give it 50, 60 feet, and you just kind of duck behind some rubble.
I want to kind of make sure that nobody's seeing.
Well, he will also have to roll a sneak. But okay, if you want to.
In particular, people I don't want to see as I go and speak to them.
Okay, you can certainly try.
Yes. Oh, I said that thing for that show we love.
He can certainly fuck it up.
I'll push that. Okay.
I'll let you continue to use your other one. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah. No
Don't
problem.
worry. O'Brien, who is also not built for stealth, managed to succeed as well. So that was very surprising to me. Right. What can I do for you?
Right. I'll quick look around just to make sure there's nobody there that's within range to hear us.
Yeah, do a scout or something if you really want to. You know what? I'm not making you roll every time you have an idea. If you have a look around, everyone's still distracted by that. You don't see anyone. Right.
Look, I've just found out that Spanner's alive.
You kind of see his demeanour kind of changes a bit. Kind of face becomes more stern. What do you mean?
I got passed on information that the Spanner is alive. He didn't leave the Ark.
From who?
I can't tell you that. They reckon he's whoever it is reckons he's below the armory.
Fucking Hannibal, right?
I mean,
You got any proof?
Well, when you think about it, you just need the timeline. I mean, he left for a day. Apparently, he didn't take enough rations of water and food out with him, enough to cover the trip. I reckon he's still here.
What the fuck would he want with Spanner?
Well, who knows?
You could have done anything for him down it. It must be something he doesn't want us to know about.
Might be the case. But there's good news that he's alive, right?
Yeah. Right, I don't know what to do with this. He's got more guns than me. I can't go in. Weapons blazing.
It's understandable, but like I say, whatever you choose to do from here, you're gonna have to tread carefully.
Right. Okay, I'll maybe try and lean on him a bit, or he's always looking for a battery. Maybe if I use that, I can find out what he's doing with them. Yeah.
You need to be careful in case you might take more than a battery to find out. I mean, why would you risk kidnapping someone from the Ark? Doesn't make sense. Unless it's something very, very wrong and devious.
Well,
in fact, he's even talking about, did you hear him there in the conversation? He's even talking about going to the same location he was talking about. I'm assuming.
Well, no, he talked about going to a scrapyard before. This is, this didn't sound well. He didn't say.
No, exactly. I'm assuming if he's going to somewhere to help fix the fence, where else would be better than a scrapyard?
Right, it's one thing to come to us, but that was in front of the whole Ark. I don't know. Right.
Well, think about it. I mean, if you were going to hide something, you'd hide in the plain sight, right?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think. I'll maybe send someone to follow them. I can't stand against them by myself. I need more.
What do you think? I mean, he's talking about this. He's talking about going to this place, whatever it may be. What do you think we align ourselves with him?
That's a big ask. You want to risk your whole team to go with them to find Spanner?
I didn't say risk the whole team.
You gotta go by yourself.
Well, a couple of us can go with him. I mean, a couple of us can hang back, sneak our way in, find the evidence you're needing.
Oh, do you mean sneak into the armory?
Yeah, while he's away, if we're pulling Hannibal away to help look for this place, I mean that means it's going to be relatively easier to go in and find that evidence you're looking for, right?
I'll tell you this: he won't leave. He's hiring a team to go there. He might send some of his guys with you, but he won't leave.
Well, even better then. I mean, if he's going to send some of his guys with us, and then that's a lot less. There'll be a lot less guys there to deal with.
Do you know how many people he has in his unit?
What's the other option?
Well, he was just counting how many he had in his unit there to find out in case he needed to say. Right. My guess is that he's going to send a team like yours to this location, maybe with some support of his guys. But the majority of his team's going to stay there.
I'll tell you.
If you want to try and sneak in, you can.
No, even better. I tell you what. Okay, we'll go and look for this place for Hannibal, right? I happen to know a friend who might be able to get information out of one of his buddies. If we get evidence of that, would that be enough?
Who am I going to take this evidence to? If you mean to challenge him, then...
You can use it, right?
To what? To what end?
Well,
I can confront him.
take his position, right? I mean, he's trying to put align himself as a leader. I'd rather have you in there. I'd rather have the fixed pit forward. I mean, there's a bigger threat, right? I mean, if you're talking about possible ghouls riding vehicles, it's going to be a lot bigger. If we align ourselves with Hannibal, at least he's talking about defense, might be something to look into. Then he won't suspect anything.
You're right. Okay. If you can talk your team into it, then do it. If you've got someone that you think you can get inside and find out for sure if Spanner's alive, I mean lay eyes on him, then I'll speak to some people I can trust on the Ark. And we'll see, even if maybe just getting the story out there.
Yeah,
it's people we can get over to from his team are pretty loyal though.
Yeah, even
it's
starting
a start.
Starting a rumor, and besides, I've got ways. Well, my team's got ways of extracting information. We'll be fine.
Okay.
And to be fair, we'll do it without them even knowing that we've taken the information.
If you can do this, then fine. I'll back you and your team.
Right. We're gonna probably need some. We're probably gonna need some food rations and some water rations. As many as you can to help us along the way.
Manipulate check.
No, it's just I'm trying not to. Well, it's not as if I'm.
Manipulate covers everything from persuasion to intimidation to whatever.
Okay.
So if you can justify with a different one, go ahead.
It's an honest. Yeah, it's an honest task of like. We're going out here and we're.
Oh yeah. However, food is not an abundant source in the Ark. He has a team to feed.
There's no charm person in this. It's
fair play.
Manipulation's all social.
I won't make you lose any empathy for this or anything, but I'll just say that it's like, look, I'm barely getting by with what I have. I do jobs around the Ark to get food and drink for my people. I have an artifact that I can give you if you pull this off. But that's it.
That's fair.
Right. And didn't you come back with plenty of food and drink? I think only that fucking idiot gave away all his.
Well, my friend.
Which was very generous, by the way.
Yeah, but my friend is quite he's good at making food. It's pretty much how he came back.
He's got a good heart.
Yeah, he's got a good heart. Considering the type of person he is, it came as quite a shock. But you know, he's a nice guy when he wants to be. But listen, I'll put our group forward to help Hannibal out. At least calm down. At least quell the emotions in here. If you can find anyone else, one of your guys who wants to try and sneak in the meantime, by all means, if you want. But trust us when I say we could probably get this information out of him.
Right. Okay. Agreed. And he puts his hand out.
Yeah. I'll shake.
Takes it. Yeah.
Just if it goes south, you make sure that you know. I'll tap his shoulder and I'll walk off, and then I'll turn round after a couple of steps and just make sure that she's all right. Okay.
He'll be fine. He kind of like looks at you. He lets you walk off, and he kind of walks back. He goes round the other way. Goes back to his group. Right. So while Ulf is off doing this, Miri, what were you doing? Sorry, Gray, what were you doing?
I was like heading towards everyone, I believe.
Yeah. Right. So you heard the whole conversation. You did look around for people you know, and yeah, you did see. You seen your friends, although Ulf was there, and then he wasn't there. You weren't sure what happened to him. Bogart is sitting, kind of like just leafing through something. You're not sure if he's written about some kind of book, and you notice Flair is there with her two daughters, side by side. You do also see various gearheads and other people you've met. Dax is over at the side with the rest of the Fit Pit crew. Fix Pit, not Fit Pit. That's Fit Pit's a gym.
That's the other side of the Ark.
Yeah, some guys lifting weights.
Just a bunch of guys on cycles that powers the arc.
Yeah, it's the bigger mutants.
That was an
Yeah,
idea that I
that-
was going to use at some point, so maybe.
That's probably we could probably get Bogart to
Aye.
do that, considering he's got really strong legs.
And the fact that I can run so fast that I can just leave a combat encounter.
Wait, is this the first time I've seen Bogart after?
This is the first time you've seen Bogart since you arrived back yesterday morning because he disappeared off to go and do a bunch of stuff.
You've
Yeah,
not seen
it
my
turned into a
transformation.
ladybug. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I go up to where I hear Bogart's voice coming from, and I'm like, Bogart?
Ah, great. It's very nice to meet someone in this arc that makes sense.
Are you?
He's not
feeling
looked up
okay?
at you. Like, some of the eyes from the insect eyes are looking at you, and the other ones are all looking at the book.
Oh, you've got a thing going on.
Yes, I believe they are mandibles.
Oh, that's good for holding sandwiches. Maybe?
Yes, I know it's hideous, but it has made me stronger.
Well, oh, wait. And I like rummage about in my bag. Like, I made this. And I pull out the rot suit.
Ah, this is very useful. There were areas we were not able to access with this rot suit, you called it. I believe this might protect us from the elements.
Oh, it should do. I mean, be careful still. I've sold it here and it should be fine, but I didn't have the right thread and never mind. Anyway,
I'm
Where?
sure it will be fine.
Claire, hello.
There, you're there. Hello, Rachel.
Here, have
Just
these.
her.
And I'm rummaging again and like pull out the like extremities armor.
Pretty. I'm just like,
Yeah, I had some time in the workshop. I thought you could do with this.
thank
So,
you,
yeah.
thank you, thank you. It gives you a hug.
Oh,
Girls,
I'm like,
this is
rummage
great.
again, and
You're
I'm like, starting to-
great.
so
Great things
Oh,
are
hi.
my girls.
Hey, hi, mum's friend. How are you?
oh hi, hug.
When you go to hug, I forget which one is very, very large, but they're very, very large. I think it's Heather is massive. She is like 6'4", like
Like hug their waist.
240 pounds of just like arms like sacks full of footballs. Hi.
Yeah, she's much bigger than my characters.
Yeah. And Charlotte is, she wide-eyed looks at you when you pull out the things that you have made and is very much like, Gearhead,
Yes, good.
I am joined the Gearheads as of yesterday. Look, I made this. And it is a very, very, very poorly made explosive device. I made this.
That's amazing.
Watch. And she shakes it and it starts to
No,
fizz.
no,
Oh no.
It's okay. They told me that's normal.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly normal. I've done that a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Fine. I've still got all my fingers.
Be careful inside of the nursery, because if something goes bad, they will all die.
We left 10 of them in the nursery.
Oh,
Only the ones that
shit.
didn't work
got
though, Mum.
10.
It's okay.
The ones that didn't work? Okay.
Well, they didn't work when I shoot them.
Renee, will you help teach my little girl some information?
Of
Is
course,
it
the first thing to
information
know
you
is like
want?
hit the thing, and if it
Pulls out her
doesn't
hammer,
work,
gets ready to
you're
hit
good.
the thermal detonator.
No.
Other detonators are always
Take it.
available.
The thermic
Tap it a bit.
detonator, there you go.
Yeah. Disney's watching. Ka-ching.
That's weird. We just subscribed to somebody. What happened there?
The exothermal detonator.
It's okay. It doesn't really work. I just did it because they told me it'd be funny. Watch, and just some like white foam comes out. It's like it's not real. It was the
Classic
devastating.
gearhead jokes.
They told me everyone would laugh. She looks around at nobody apart from the gearhead laughing.
I know. Yeah. I can tell it
Flash
works.
is like,
It's,
And-
so, she basically made a looks at the baking soda volcano.
I like start rummaging again and pulling out another piece, and I'm like, wait, where's Ulf?
Ooh, where is all?
I haven't
Uh,
seen him this morning. He seems to be not around.
You can actively look for Ulf if you choose to, because I'm going to say he's still talking to O'Brien at this point. Because they're fairly late. They have to go off and have a conversation and stuff.
I'll just look up. Did we say Heather? And say,
Yeah, Heather's there.
can you see Uncle Ulf?
I'll help you. And she grabs you and lifts you up and puts you on her shoulders.
I'm scanning.
Does she get extra dice for this?
She does get extra dice, but you can give me I know this order is scout plus 2 dice. Can you see him, Mum? I'll have lots of fun with these until I kill them.
Oh,
It's me, Chester.
I also have plus 2 dice on that.
Yeah, you better get a 6.
Oh boy.
yes,
Try that again, Rich. Try that again. I don't think
Oh,
that's.
that says S6.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. 6 only came up
That
as
hasn't
2.
gone right, you know.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Try again.
Oh boy.
Right. Now the rulebook says if you roll a 1, I've got to make something happen to you. I'm not doing that when you're just looking for someone, because I'm not going to have to like go blind or something. That's stupid. Unless you want to push the roll.
Guys, remember to call out the successes and failures.
But that was a fail.
doesn't
I
show up
forget.
immediately.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah.
fail
You
indeed.
rolled a 1, which is bad. However, Rachel can now choose to push the roll, which means she can roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She can roll 6 dice, but she is going to take some agility damage. What the hell's no? There's one. Is that wits?
That's wits.
Emotional
It's
damage.
Wits. You
Yeah.
will take. If you push it, you're going to take some wits damage. If you
I'm
don't, I
not
will.
gonna push it.
That's doubt. I'm pretty sure wits is doubt. Am I right?
I think you're correct. I think in empathy's like trauma or some shit. I'll have to look it up. I should
Let's
always
just
remember
like
these
this. I can't see your Uncle Ulf.
things.
Maybe he's hiding.
Okay, mum. And she just picks you up and puts you back down beside her.
Lose 1 agility, broken leg.
Oh, damn it!
Where's Uncle Off when I need him?
Yeah.
But yeah, now you notice that there's.
Is the one that was
although there's a-
injured here?
Say it again, mate.
Is the one that was injured here? Your
Who's
daughter?
injured?
The
right.
one with white.
What I'll say is they've had a good night's rest, they've ate, they've drank, so everyone's at kind of full health at the moment. We don't have to worry about anything like that. I'm not going to get too bogged down in that kind of stuff for its NPCs, otherwise I'd have to keep a chart beside me and I can't be bothered. So
Yes, I want to see this chart in triplicate.
it's like, okay, they received 1 doubt 4 episodes ago, and they no, thank you. That sounds
You've got a
poor.
wall right there. You could put it just there.
It's a big cheat sheet that right in the wall. I would love that.
Oh god.
mate.
Anyway, so yeah, they're both fine. They've had rest and drink and food, so they look fine. Fine for the arc, which is like unhealthy, pale, teeth just randomly falling out.
New teeth growing in.
No, my girls have nice teeth.
Not in the right place though. They
And
sneeze
different
too much.
species.
So is this the post-apocalypse or before it?
Yes, Rachel, both your daughters have very nice teeth.
Yes, because I have a thing about weird teeth.
Is your character or do you?
Me.
Although one of them has like 100 teeth, very small ones.
They're normal.
Oh, it
She
has
has
like a
2
mouthful of
mouths.
teeth, like
They're
layers
normal.
of teeth.
Oh,
Oh,
like sharks just coming forward.
yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
awful.
Interesting. I'll make a note.
Because there is mutations to do with this.
Rachel doesn't like weird teeth. I will create a thing that has weird teeth.
I have
Anyway,
nightmares about
Weird
using
teeth,
my
probably.
teeth.
okay, we're not going to go into dream stuff because anyway. So he's back there. The girls are just kind of looking around. You do notice that 2 groups approach the bosses. You recognise these bosses, these gangs, as Barrett's gang and Linus's gang, who also don't have names yet. So I will think of names. I don't want to be too on the nose with like Final Fantasy gang and like the Peanuts gang, so I will think of something better.
So
Yeah,
you're
you
going
see
to
them,
call
they
them
approach it and they're kind of one's approached Hannibal and one's approached Diane, and they're just kind of going back and forward.
Which one is approaching? Can I see which one's approaching?
I will say at
Hannibal's
this
gang?
moment you kind of squeeze your back way through back through the crowd, and you've actually spotted Grey, Flair, and Bogart. And yeah, you can indeed see that Barrett's gang have approached Hannibal.
Shit. Right. I'm gonna try and. I'm gonna try and get there before Barrett does to put my services forward for Hannibal.
Well, Barrett has already arrived, but okay, Barrett's just kind of going. He's talking to Hannibal's like, "How much is it pay? How dangerous? You got a map? Why should I trust you? There's rumours about you round the Ark. You've got mutants before and they've disappeared. It's just remember, you aren't the first person that's asked about Spanner.
Yeah, that's just true. Aye.
Yeah. Why should I trust you?" And at this point, you can push him beside Barrett. Barrett is a... What is Barrett, actually? I forget. I did make a character sheet so I can look.
Is he a boss or something?
He is a boss, yes.
Would
He was originally an enforcer, but has since taken on a gang and became a boss. So he is, like,
Right.
again, barrel-chested, large arms, but known amongst enforcers for his intelligence, not just the fact that he can hit hard.
Yeah,
and he's missing a hand and has a sword attachment because I couldn't think of a way for a machine gun to work, so...
I'm
Haha.
assuming
That.
I am assuming I've come in at the tail end of that conversation when he said
You
about,
heard, I mean, he was not an under,
Yeah.
he was not trying to be quiet, it was just like, you need this, and then you kind of push him beside. I'll say he's a comparable heights and sizes,
yeah.
and you're a big boy yourself, so...
I'll hand on Barrett's shoulder. Come on, Barrett. You know shit like that happens all the time. I'm sure it didn't mean. I'm sure it meant nothing. End of the day, we lose mutants all every day, right? I'll look straight at Hannibal.
He looks round at you, and he's, Alf. How's Julia?
She's fine, thank you. Not that I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Heard she's doing really well now.
What can I say?
Oh.
Broken hearted. I leave them empty. I leave them to see me get better. It's almost like I'm weighing folk down.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you, Alf. Must be hard. Well done for bringing water back to the Ark. Are you going to
well.
take on this dickhead's mission? Glares at Hannibal as he says it.
Probably. I mean, if anything, you know, we brought water back. Not that
He's
you're
not
not
enough for-
capable, Barrett.
Pay's not enough for me anyway. And he just turns and walks off.
Yeah. Got a group. Got a group that's interested. What's the job?
Right, I'm not discussing it here. Who's your group? Oh, it'll be the lot of yous that went to the pure plant, yeah? That was the water plant. Right, okay, well. You grab your group, meet me back at the armory. Just tell the boys in the door that I'm waiting on you. I'll make sure they know.
Not a bother. What's the pay like anyway?
I'll discuss terms and conditions when you arrive.
Excellent. I'll see you then.
Good. He puts his hands. No more questions. I've found my team. He turns and walks way back towards the armory. Now,
I'll start heading towards Bogart and that now I've seen them.
at this point, Heather and Charlotte. There's Uncle Ulf. I see him.
That was the best accent you've pulled earlier, actually. I see it.
I see him. You got to remember, it's the inflections that are hard to do because,
Yes.
like, you know, you have
Yes,
like
the inflections.
it's sore.
It's almost like
Yeah.
she's
Thank
a
you, buddy.
professional
Love you.
voice actor.
Oh, yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
I'm learning, okay? The stream's helping me learn to be a better DM. All right.
I'll go up and hand on Bogart's shoulder. Hey, how are you all doing? You all right?
I've been meaning to speak with you. I have an idea.
What is it? Oh my God!
It's like all the human eyes. Oh yeah, I forgot to say it's insect eyes, but like all the little eyes are human eyes.
Oh God! Yeah. Oh my God! What happened?
They all seem to be looking at different things at different times.
This is Bogart.
Yes, I had a miraculous transformation.
Miraculous is not a word I'd use, but okay.
Well, it happened when I was praying, so miracles do happen.
Is that what happens? That's good to know. I'll step closer to Flair at this point, and yeah. God is a
Charlotte
job.
kind of just gently pushes you back towards Bogart.
Stay
there.
damaging during
Yeah.
this.
I'll speak to Flair at this. Well, partly because obviously she's my mate. I got as a job. You might need to drop the girls off.
I can do that.
It's with Hannibal.
Okay.
Probably best to
Well,
leave the
I
girls at
talked
the
to
nursery.
the lady called Red yesterday, so
Let's not talk about that
we'll
here,
catch
just
up.
in case. Yeah, we'll catch up. Like I say,
I will take the girls back, and then I will come find you. Where will I find you?
That's a good point. Where has anybody got anywhere that maybe we could meet up and discuss things before we go ahead and speak to Hannibal?
You are welcome at my church, which is just basically his container.
Wait, before we go, this.
Oh, this is the armor, right? Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, brilliant. That's excellent. Thank you.
Bang.
Thanks for offering us to come back to yours, Gray. I appreciate that as well. I mean, we'll meet up at Gray's.
However,
I wrote your name on it, and it's got UFL.
I should inform you that
I'll have it.
I should inform you that my cost will be quite steep. Hannibal humiliated me earlier, so I am not
don't worry.
keen to work for him.
Well, we'll discuss this, and I'm going to discuss your payment as well. Something that might actually interest you. But we'll meet at Gray's because, no offense, Bogart, but you're now an insect thing, and I don't know what your living arrangements are. So we'll go to Gray's.
They haven't changed. They're exactly the same as they always have been.
Yes, except from I sometimes sleep on the ceiling now.
Oh,
In a cocoon.
that's cool.
Space saving. Good.
Yeah, in a
Girls look
cocoon.
very
Yeah,
excited by this prospect.
yeah. We should probably get the girls away,
You
right?
are not sleeping on the ceiling.
Yeah. We'll meet at Gray's. Do you know where
Well,
Gray
it's
lives?
okay. We can go back ourselves.
know where I
you
live.
left us for like 5 days before, and we're not dead.
That's true. I thought of that as soon as I said that to your uncle. So yes, you may go by yourselves,
Okay.
but
Thanks,
protect
Mom.
each other and also try not to kill anyone.
Take care,
Also,
Make no
girls.
don't find any
promises.
phosphorus. It's amazing.
Yeah, take care, girls. Remember what I taught you.
To cry a lot and sit in the dark when someone breaks your heart.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't trust anybody, especially
Don't
those
trust
who break
women.
your
Do
heart.
not cry.
Don't trust anyone with your heart. Go.
I am
don't
going to put my hand on his shoulder and do my empathy recovery skill.
I was actually going to say, I'll shake that off, yeah.
Mary, as they're chatting together, Charlotte does kind of go over to you, like, and she pulls out an active explosives that she has made. Puts it back in her pocket.
Jesus.
Okay, we'll have fun. See you later, Mum. And as you're walking off, you watch Heather and Charlotte just kind of barging their way through a crowd and just fucking with people. They don't care.
Hell yeah,
That's
Yeah.
my girls.
That's my girls.
certainly.
Bye, Mum.
Great, you're their auntie now, so you have responsibility.
Oh,
That's all right. I'll teach them everything I know.
Yeah, don't worry
Thank
about that, Gray. I mean, she says responsibilities. It's just making sure they're alive, that's all. It's not much.
It's just basically checking and saying hello occasionally.
As long
From
as you've got
across-
most of your limbs, you're alive. Usually, sometimes after
Yeah.
that as well.
Yeah.
It's true.
From across the square, you hear someone say, "Run!" And then you hear a medium-sized explosion.
I'm sure it's nothing.
You would think that mutants would run and scream at this point, but like a lot of mutants just kind of turn around and go, okay.
Get your head. Yeah.
Yep, that's
Sure it's
happening.
nothing.
Gearhead shit, yeah. At least they shouted run. Normally they don't, so.
When
As
they
long
do it,
as she's okay, I will forgive her.
Yeah, a couple of fingers is nothing.
You
Yeah,
can heal
we'll
them
go
for her
back.
later.
So, we go back to Grace. We have a discussion before we go over.
Yeah, I'll say he's easily finding me back to Gray's. Gray's living area is tiny. It
Yeah,
basically is enough to
go
fit
in,
her
go in.
and perhaps some crap that she's found. But we're probably talking like a 3 foot by 4 foot space that she crawls into at night. So, are you going into that, or are you just
I
gonna
was
like?
just
go
kind
Way
of like,
gonna
look.
fit.
I like
Go.
beckoning everyone
lovely
in. Come
place
in,
you
come
have.
in, come in. I
It's
like room.
lovely.
I push some of the rocks slightly.
There's an extra several inches to sit upon.
I'll just kind of like look around, being like, "Is this your home? Oh, the scrap heap. Oh, your home must be somewhere else. This must be where you keep your scrap."
No, this is my home.
This
It's
is
amazing.
her home.
I couldn't believe it either. Look at that. I've got like my own like metal bar thing.
She has her work at home.
I see this.
Also, if you hit
She's
this wall,
genius.
this kind of opens up. I hit it like several times. It doesn't open. It took me a moment.
I was waiting on you saying that I had to home, and it's just a big giant room. After you.
There's no way you will all fit in here. Two of you
I,
and will be squished into this
I am
little
aware of this.
Just hold the tarp up. It's fine. Stand outside. Hold the
You
tarp up.
could just move about 50 feet away to like an area of like dead trees or a broken. Not, I mean, the Ark's not like a populous city. There is plenty of places you could just go and stand. I'm like, yeah, no one's going to come over because you're a group of mutants deep in conversation who people kill each other in the Ark fairly regularly for less than interrupting a conversation.
Oh,
Yeah,
by the way, when you're walking, watch the privy.
The privy.
Okie doke. The bathroom.
What
The
is it?
toilet.
It's
What's the
that.
toilet?
See over there. There's like a hole
Don't-
that's covered in the
Oh.
bag.
Don't you
Oh,
pee
yeah.
into a potting
Were you
toilet?
relieved yourself?
Or you're easy for yourself.
Yeah, okay. So, got us a job with Hannibal to go and look for this place. It's quite important that we do this because I found out some information. Spanner's alive.
What?
Spanner's alive. He didn't.
Are
leave
you sure?
Very sure, yeah. My sources are reliable
And we're taking a job from him. Why exactly?
because we need more information and evidence that he is indeed alive and we're not being lied to. And the only way
Okay.
we're going to get that information is if we have some of his group come with us and we extract the information from him. Now, there are ways of doing it. I mean, we could probably take a few of them, beat the information out of them, unless anyone's got any other ideas where they can extract information without doing any physical damage.
Is
Well,
it possible?
I could make them feel extreme guilt and depression that may make them tell us the information and then kill themselves.
Oh
Let's not go.
no!
Let's not go that far. I mean, like I say,
Oh
if we
God!
we
Trigger warning.
Sorry,
trigger warning.
I am forgetting
Yeah.
this is a mature game,
Yeah.
and I probably
Um,
shouldn't have said
Yeah,
that.
if we do something like that, we can, like I say, let's not go that far. But if we guilt them into giving us the information, feel guilty about if that kind of thing, we may be able to get the information out. You're able to do that, Bogart?
I can manipulate the emotions of people, but what they tell me is up to them.
Well, line of questioning, you could probably do something like that, would you?
I could increase the fear inside them. I could make them feel more safe. But
Yeah, I mean,
they
how
can
about if-
still lie to me. However, I could also use my word.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I mean, if we're able to get the information out, make them feel guilty about the fact that we just lay on thick that, oh man, it's a shame what happened to Spanner. Bring that up and say, oh, he died before his time, and see what we can glean from him. What do you think?
Yes, and if that fails, we could hang him upside down and get a flare to breathe fire underneath him.
I
I
could
could
definitely do
also,
that.
yeah, I could also beat him and beat him until
We
gets
got that
information.
battery. I've heard something called torture. I've been looking forward to trying this.
Yes, it's very fun. I have done it twice.
Yeah, I've done it a few
I've
times
taken
myself.
notes.
Listen, yeah, it's not exactly a
Oh
fine
no,
art.
the ancients
Yes, me and
knew.
Ulf did it my first
The
time. The
ancients
second
knew
time,
many techniques, more than just brute force, like holding their head underwater until they almost
Trigger
drown.
warning.
trigger warning.
Yeah,
Just in case
yeah.
you didn't catch the first one.
Anyhow, we should
Or
probably do
maybe
this.
taking their fingernails off.
Yeah, we should probably. We'll call that Plan Z.
I'm not going to let you keep talking if you do in-depth torture descriptions anymore.
Yeah. Anyhow, so I suggest that we do this because we keep in with the fix pit. I mean, they know the information about the fact that these ghouls are running around in vehicles. They're able to they're really able to fuck us up. If we're able to help them any way we can to try and help
Yes.
defend the Ark.
Red wants us to inform her when we go out looking for them because she wants to help.
Oh, I forgot.
We could use her actually if she wants to come with us. We could use the extra backup in case it does go wrong with
Yes,
the
she
animal
does
group.
not like them. I'm sure she said they were like us, mutants, not ghouls.
Oh yeah,
And they
yeah.
did some very bad things. So she is scared of them, but very angry.
Right. You think she'd be able to come with us on this trip? I mean, the more people we have backing us, the better.
I can ask her. She seemed very willing to help.
You're quite persuasive. I'm sure you'll be able to do it for that.
I will go and find her.
Excellent. Yeah. So we've got that. Bogart. Do you fancy the trip, Gray?
Yeah, would this be of any help? And I take out a battery.
Perhaps later.
That
I'm not
is-
allowed to describe it.
I'm not
right
meaning
now.
the torture. You stop.
Yeah.
Wherever, which side you're on, stop.
Right.
Anyways, fine.
Torture will be last resort. How about that?
You'll need to forgive me, Gray. I have no idea what that is. What is it?
It's a battery. It makes these tiny little things light up sometimes.
what?
You
Also,
should lick
What
the
do you call
top.
it? You call it a battery?
yes.
Battery.
Also, you can put your fingers on each side, and it gives you a hell of a kick.
Hell, right. That happens to be something we could actually use.
Yes,
I've
it's
been
very
keeping it
good.
for a while now.
That's excellent. I mean, that happens to be something Hannibal is looking for. You might be able to use that somehow.
Don't worry,
Anyway,
he won't steal your
anywho.
things.
Anyhow.
One thing I'll add to that is that the battery, although we're picturing it, isn't just a simple car battery. This is like a kind of very futuristic battery
Yeah.
that glows slightly and can be used to do many things. But yeah, you can also shock yourself with it.
Yeah, you can also like
Um,
put your fingers on it and get blasted back. Like,
You can, yeah. I
Like
mean,
3
in
meters
hilarious
or something.
fashion, like your hair will be standing up, you know. But
Right.
you can do a bunch of shit with it. But it is indeed exactly what Hannibal has been asking for
Right.
at least several weeks.
So what we can do is we'll take the job on. Well, we might as well try and get as much out of him as we can. I mean, if he's willing to pay us for whatever the job is, we might find something useful for us when we're out there. But I would suggest that the main thing we should be doing is trying to extract information out from the people he has come with us. I mean, we'll ask for an extra body or two, somebody that we'll be able to extract information out of, just in case they do know more about Spanner and his situation. Might be an idea. And then we can come back, gather more evidence. In fact, we could even give the battery to one of his men, for information, and give his guy the credit of finding the battery. Might not be a
But
bad
what
idea.
if Gray needs this battery? And we are offering something that's not
Well,
ours.
once he gives us the information, We kill him, take the battery back, and then we've got the information.
We are
Yes,
learning
not wrong.
what kind of character Scott is playing tonight, by the way, guys.
Yeah, we certainly are. We can,
What's
we
your
can do
alignment,
this.
Scott?
I
We can
told
Death.
my description at the start is he's a malicious character.
We could do that, but like I say, I mean, finding this information out about what he's doing to Spanner, that'll bring his power down significantly. I mean, there'll be a lot of bosses interested in what he's up to, whatever he may be up to with Spanner, or why he decided to kidnap him.
Yeah, there are many people we can blame instead of ourselves.
Well, exactly. So if we do that, cost of a battery, we could get the battery back if that was the case. I mean, what would I mean?
Looking very pleased at the idea of getting the battery back.
Yeah, we would certainly get the battery back somehow.
Great, you have been like spending time with the battery and like thinking what you could do, and you've spoke to the gearheads about what you could do with the battery. Maybe not so much saying I have one, but just like, what would you do
If
with
I
this?
did happen to have one,
Yeah, if I had the thing,
Hypothetically.
and what you know
Theoretically, yeah.
is that they can power many things. There are generators that exist from the old world. However, they need something to kickstart them to make them go, which was this kind of technology, this kind of battery. There was also vehicles that they could power.
I've
A
got
lot
a
of
fusion
engines
core
that could
basically.
effectively, yeah. So imagine electric cars. This is the kind of battery that would have done this, except more advanced. A small battery that could do lots and lots of things.
Okay.
You know, much like bullets fit in all guns in this game, batteries do lots of shit. It could also be donated to the Ark to give it a plus a D6 to technology.
Well, I would like to do that afterwards if we get
Once
to
I'm
that.
finished with it, of course you can have it.
Yeah.
I'm not
So,
doing it.
that's basically my plan. What do you think?
Seems like a good plan.
I've already gone off to find Red.
Just walked up. Yeah, I have my I need see you. Okay,
Well,
so
there's only one last thing to discuss then. My payment.
You'll have information against one of the big bosses you could bring down and give to Dell.
Yes, this could be useful. Getting back into his good graces.
Anything you find and anything you find on the trip is yours.
Okay, but you owe me one.
You don't want me to owe you one. You should ask Julie about that.
I'm sure you're a good soul in the... Well, an average soul in... Okay, you're a tolerable soul that is
I'm a soul.
mutual interest to me.
I am as big a soul as you can find. I'm a big soul.
Full asshole.
oh, nice, I like that. Well done. Right, so with that, yeah, you chat a bit more. Are you three going to head towards the armory?
Yeah, I've said to I'll obviously have said to Flair to meet us there at the armory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't just turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
I like to imagine you did. Right, so yeah, you
She
three
just went,
start.
We
heading
know.
towards- yeah. But yeah, there's always this excitement and hubbub amongst the Ark. Right, Miri, I want you to be responsible for something. So write this
God.
down.
Good God. Give the gearhead responsibility.
Right, Diane's quest or mission, if you prefer to say it that way, so it doesn't sound great. So D&D was taken on by Barrett's gang.
Okay.
And when you return to the Ark, you are go through a dice roll, are going to decide what happened to that, because that's one of the
Oh.
mechanics of this game.
Oh,
I'm gonna
fun.
decide.
But you're going to roll the dice, and it's going to be your fault if they all die.
Okay.
I hope they all die.
Oops.
Who's not had enough responsibility yet? Who killed people in the Ark last week? That was Mary, wasn't it? So I just gave her more responsibility. Scott, before I get you to this, Dell's team was taken on by Dell's chess was taken on by Linus's gang. And on your return to the Ark, or once enough time's passed, you will decide their fate through a dice roll. So just make sure you got that written down, so in future when I ask this question, you just remember, like, oh, that was me. Because because there's a fun little mechanic that I can't wait to use. And they're not all terrible. Not all the rules can be terrible, but 50%
Most
of
of
them are
them.
pretty terrible. Yeah.
What was the armor that Gray gave me?
We're just going to
Again.
refer to it as heavy jury rigged
chest
armor.
armor.
Basically, the first 3 damage to your strength will be taken by the armor.
So is
So
that
let's
the
say-
AR?
Yeah, whatever you want, whatever it's down there, man. And just put yourself with some armor. And even if you just make a note, if you get hit for 5, right, then you take 3 damage to the armor and 2 damage to you. But then the armor's armor rate would drop to 2, so the next hit would only -2, then 1. It can get jury rig fixed at any point by a gearhead, even if you're out in the field. But you know, it does take damage. Doesn't make you invulnerable or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember the rules for armor, but I just preferred that because it made more sense.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, that's only physical attacks. So any kind of weapon attack or any kind of like ranged weapon could be deflected completely by the armor. Okay. So as you 3 can start making your way towards the armory, Flair is going to head over to the last place that you saw Red, which was outside the pile of containers. Bogarts is there slightly off to the side, but the ones that the stalkers have been using are there. And it's kind of like hung with various kind of hides from things they've killed. There's kind of like skulls of animals they've taken out, a lot of trash around about the place. And if you look off to the side, there's like a shooting range with like 50 some sandbags that they shoot at to kind of practice their shooting when they have enough ammo, because as always, you're shooting money when you do that. Although you do see it's quite full of arrows.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you head up towards it. You do see some stalkers there.
Hey guys.
Yeah, they look around and you actually see 3 stalkers. One that you haven't met, but I'll put up on your guy's screen. You see Red, Jinx, and Lynx, because I like X names. Yeah. Red is she's just kind of whittling away. It looks like she's making something. Lynx is just eating out a rusted can, and Jinx has got like some kind of grey meat on a stick and is just kind of slowly cooking it. They look up and they wave or motion for you to come over.
Yeah, I'll go over. Red, I need your help, please. Very much so.
You see a kind of flash of like fear on her face, then she kind of looks down at the ground and looks back up, but you see she kind of like holds her rifle more tightly when she does that. Have you found them?
No, but I need help with something that may lead to that.
Keep looking at you.
Come over here, I will talk to you privately.
Okay. Yeah, she kind of motions over. He's moved away. He's just towards the kind of shooting area, about maybe 20, 30 feet away from the group. They do keep their eyes on you though.
Okay, so you know the one called Spanner?
Yeah, talk of him around the arc. Yeah, the gearhead that went missing.
Well, he is not dead. He is still alive, and he has been taken by the one called Hannibal. We are trying to save him.
What do you want from me?
Well, you're very clever, and we always need extra help, and I think you'll be very good. And also, you know, you're a great person. I think everyone will love you, and I don't want you to get too scared to leave.
I think Hannibal's got him.
But
Jinx done some work with Hannibal.
he did?
She did.
She did? Sorry. Is she trustworthy or too
He's
friendly
a
with
stalker.
him?
We're all trusters. She kind of like taps her chest. Stalkers. We're a family.
Good point. I don't know why I just asked that.
You work with her. You paid her.
Okay, let's go talk to her.
She
no,
puts her hand on your shoulder and
yes.
says, Jinx. And Jinx walks up. Blonde hair, not blonde hair, sorry, blue hair, patchy, face mask, and kind of thick hood attached to a kind of green military style jacket. It seems like kind of waxy surface on it. And she, of course, has a kind of goggles, which we would recognise as airsoft goggles, but just kind of goggles covering her eye, all scratched up. And she's got a rifle slung over her back and a kind of long knife at her hip.
Sounds
He
cool.
looks at you. Flair, what can I do for you?
Apparently you know Hannibal.
We all know Hannibal, yeah.
You work for him, correct?
I've worked with him. I don't work for him.
Apologies. Is there anything you can maybe tell me about him so I can try and save the one they call Spanner?
I know. He's dead, isn't he?
No, he's taken captive by Hannibal. Allegedly, my friend gave me the advice, and he's very reliable, so it must be true.
Right. Well, I've not been in the building. I've not been in the armory. He was when I was working for him. He got me to scout out the Woolsey fencing company. I think that's where he's talking about this morning. I think that's where he's going to send you all.
Is it safe?
Is it you that's taking? Is it safe? Yes, it's the safest place in the
You know
wasteland.
what I mean. Is there high chance of death or just
That looks at
average?
you. She looks at you. And says, you've been in the zone, yeah.
No, I
everywhere
mean
we
higher than normal.
yet. She tries to think of what higher than normal would be. It's really dangerous, but no more dangerous than going somewhere else that's really dangerous.
Okay, I understand.
It's like not dangerous. What a funny concept. Yeah, I went out. I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. He got me to scout a couple of locations. There was there was the old scrapyard, and there was what was the last one? Oh, biscuit factory. I'm not sure what a biscuit factory is, but yeah, that.
Do you remember the name of this biscuit factory?
Yeah, the sign in it. Borders,
Borders.
Lodders, Borders.
What
Don't
was the
say
name
the
of the
name.
What was the
Okay.
name of the fencing company?
It was called Woolsey. That's not what it's called in real life, though. In real life, it's Woolsey's Plumbing.
Yes,
But I
because it's not a
changed it.
fencing company. Yeah, I was
It's
going
not,
to say
no.
the company I actually work for. By the way, I was just throwing it there.
Way you go, dox yourself.
I did not know that. I just picked up
I
on
thought I
my
recognised that. I was
industrial
going,
estate.
really? I know that. I know where we're going.
I had no idea. That's hilarious.
Do you think he would kidnap someone and hold them hostage?
He thinks about it for a minute and like, yeah. I don't know why though. I mean,
Do you
need a
think he
reason. There's
would
no
be
point.
dead already?
She thinks if he needed him, he wouldn't be dead. If he didn't need him, he would be dead. But it's a lot of effort to go through. I mean, you could this
Very true.
gearheads in the arc, you could just pay to do something. So if he's got him and kept him, it's because he either doesn't want people to know what he's doing, or he's dead. So, I mean,
Where would he keep a captive?
well, he only has one building. He only has the armory. I've not been in. I know that when they broke into it, I don't know, a while ago, they found those stupid uniforms that they all wear. I remember them saying there was a basement they couldn't get into, but that was a year ago, 2, 3. I must remember when they broke in. It was a while ago. You can
Yes,
give me
it
like a
was.
straight like a wits check if you want to try and remember. You don't take any damage if you fail it, just you won't know the answer. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can't. You know, it was a while ago. It was definitely 3 or 4 winters ago.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jinx. It's been very helpful. Red, would
Keep this
you?
between ourselves, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. You know I would never let one of us down. And not get you in trouble at all. I can't do that to you, though.
Gives you the secret stalker handshake.
Yeah.
All got one.
Yeah. And she was like, if you need anything, let me know.
I will.
Are you looking for bodies to come with you?
Yes. All more the merrier?
Right. What's the pay?
That I do not know.
Well, come back when you do. And Jinx just kind of like spins her and Sheila just walks off.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah. So Red's just looking. He's like, sounds like a dodgy fucker to me. You sure
You
want
don't
this guy?
have to come. You don't have to come, but I would appreciate it.
I need to practice. I'll come with you.
Thank you so much. Come on then. The girls
Yep.
say hi. They've just had to go home because you know how they get into trouble. They'd probably blow the place up if they helped.
He laughs. Yeah. Heroes like to have fun. Yeah, she follows in line behind you. Are we heading to Hannibal's now?
We are going to meet my friends.
Nice. Did I give her one? Yep. Okay. I just couldn't remember if I gave her any mutations, but I have, so it's okay. Yeah, and she has whiskers, just to let you know.
That is so cool.
So yeah, she just walks behind you. I don't know. Not Laura, Rachel, done again. Roll a d10. Scott, call odds or even.
Even.
Odds. She does not have a tail.
Oh.
Well, not a visible one anyway. Yeah, so she walks in behind you, and yeah, she's good. You see, she goes over to one of the containers and pulls in a backpack, which you would assume has her stuff in it. And then she starts chatting to you about the weapons and complimenting you on the armor that you use. The armor you got off Grey.
Yeah. This is from Gray, my new friend. She is fantastic.
No, it's
You
just
will.
Karen.
I will introduce you to her.
Yeah, nods. And with that, you head off towards the armory, where your friends are just arriving.
Gray, this is red. Red, this is gray. Gray,
So
me.
yeah, okay, you don't meet at the same time. That works.
Yeah.
No,
This
there
is
we go.
blue, this is pink.
Red laughs. It's like, there is a blue and a pink now I think about it. Yeah, it's like, they just ran out of names to call us. I mean, they had to name like 250 people at one point, so after I realised probably, I don't know, door, floor, sky, tree, whatever.
1, 3, 5.
Have weird names. Several was just called Dunno.
I was gonna say, it's most people would just wait till you have to use them before naming them, not naming all the people in the arc in one go.
Just one of
I
those
have,
just
you know,
old-
I have so far, I have named 87 mutants, individual names.
Oh
Shit.
my goodness.
Why do you think I was using TV characters' names? Because after I was like, I can't think of new names anymore. Like, it's only so many mutants called Gary you can have.
Gary the second,
It
Gary
was
the
Gary,
15th.
Gary with 2 R's, Gary with an IE at the end, and I was like, this is just silly. So anyway, yeah, so you arrive and you have meandered. You were waiting on Red and Flair turning up, and maybe getting your bearings a bit and watching. But you do see them approach. So, yep, you
Is that-
all make your introductions. You have met Red around before. You have maybe done some work with her. You have maybe just nodded her in the past, and
Yeah.
you're maybe in classes with her as you're growing up. But yeah, you know who she is.
Right. How much is Flair told you about?
I know enough. I'll help you out, and I'll help Flair out with the scouting and getting you through the zone. And if there's anything comes at us, I'll hide and shoot at it.
Well, it might need to come a little bit more than that. I mean, if we're hoping that we're going to get a couple of Hannibal's men out with us, something may happen. As long as you got our backs, that's all we need.
Yeah.
Excellent. Just in case things go wrong.
Nothing goes right in the zone. Going out into the zone's going wrong. But
Better
maybe we'll
not.
get back. Looks as maybe most of us will make it back.
Excellent. Right. I'll knock on the door.
As you approach the door, there is 2 large mutants standing on either side. There is a Baracus, and there is Bosco. And they're standing on either side. And yeah,
Is this the dude I don't like?
you tell me, Rachel.
Yes. This is the this is the dude I do not like.
Which one was that? Was it Bosco or Baracus?
Baracus. I'm
Baracus,
just
yeah.
going to give
Oh.
him pure evils.
I actually
Now-
forgot that you didn't like him.
Being
Yeah.
being Flair's friend, I would know this, right? I'm her buddy.
Yeah.
Because she knows about the fact that
You would
I'm not exactly
definitely
on
know
best
this
terms with Julie.
because...
So, yeah.
Yeah, you would definitely know this because it affected the girls.
Right,
So
okay.
you would definitely know.
So I'll hand on her shoulder just to try to kind of calm her a little bit as we approach. It's just
I forgot this was going to happen. This is great. Yeah. So Baracus and Bosco see you coming up, and they've got rifles that were kind of held casual. As you come up, they just straight up a bit like they're ready to draw them. You actually also notice that there's a couple of other guys, stalkers, Dirk and Benny. They used to go out into the zone. Yeah, that's right. Dirk and Benny, and they're kind of sitting off to the side. They were some of the original stalkers that used to go into the zone, but through injury and extreme mutation, they no longer go out. But they fell in my Hannibal's unit because they had a lot of knowledge of locations of the zone. They see he's coming though, and you just see them put their hands on their scrap pistols. They don't make any move, but their eyes don't leave you.
as soon as we're walking up, hey, do you introduce everybody like this, or is it just those you really hate?
It's those we really hate.
That's fair enough. Your boss is expecting us.
Yeah, he told me. Looks at you for like far too long, right?
Yeah.
And then he just kind of bangs on the door. Shitheads are here. Opens it. In you go, shitheads.
Yeah, imagine not being
Is
asked
this
to go on an
gearheads?
important mission like this. Must be pretty bad, Baracus, right?
Well, you don't want to sacrifice your powerful pieces. We send the pawns first. Maybe they'll run out of ammo.
Yeah.
I'm going to
That's why
use
you're
my
watching the door.
I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
use
get
my
right up to
mutation power and give him doubt for that, for what he just said. He actually is.
Absolutely, mate.
I am
absolutely.
aiming
Roll
to
me an
make
MP.
him question whether does
Yeah,
Hannibal
just as
trust
he's saying
me?
that, I'll go, yeah, that's why they've got you watching the door. And I'll walk through as I'm walking through, and he'll do that. Just to add to that.
He doesn't need to roll for this.
Mhm.
To give me the
Rolls a
6.
wiggle.
No, he doesn't have to. He has to roll his mutation point, but he does. This is going to happen regardless. You're going to see, was it Bosco or Baracus? You're doing that.
Baracus.
Yeah.
Baracus.
Aye.
So roll me your
I
d6.
did.
Oh, you got a 6, mate. It's like not only do you not lose a mutation point, it's super effective. So Baracus
Just
kind of
in his
looks
head,
down.
it's just like Hannibal, just like patting Rachel and Ulf on the back.
Does he take any damage from this, or does he just suffer?
It's doubt that I'm aiming for. I'm just trying to make him feel really bad.
Well,
Yeah,
that's an
that's
actual thing. So that is
That's the damage you take on that.
I'm gonna get right up in his face and just say to him, "If you go near my girls while I'm away, and you hurt them again, I will kill you. Do you understand?"
I'm gonna have this. You see him fighting back tears. Do you want to know how many empathy points he had? He had 2. Super effective use of 1 MP has broken him. And he just kind of sits down and just kind of like puts his head down and just kind of like starts sobbing into his hands.
I'll kind of like look at the other guards. It's like they don't seem to make guards the way they used to.
Well, actually, mutants know what mutations are.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like in D&D. We're like, what happened to this person? Where they all stand up when you do that, and you see them kind of like load they pull their weapons.
Yeah, I'll
Wait, they
as
actually
per high
see me
command,
doing
deserve
this? Because
to
this is
die.
like a...
Well,
Yeah.
they know
Side
what
thing.
kind of bastard he is,
Yeah.
and they know that something just happened to him that was really mysterious. They've seen him pull the arms off people before for not saying hello quick enough, and all of a sudden he breaks down after you go me 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 me. So
Yeah.
Is that how my power works? I just thought I had to be near them and I was just talking casually.
It would either have to
Sun's
be
brainwaves
like.
out.
Does
Yeah.
it say whether you got to be in close range or not?
Aye.
Right, if
I'm
you're
not close range.
So yeah, you have to make some kind of motion to like focus your empathy on them. So they look pissed off.
Oh, my power sucks.
Yeah,
now.
as we're walking through, it
As-
says, "Oh, come on! I thought you guards were a little bit more robust than that. I only said he was watching the door."
They all kind of look at you. They look back at Bogart, and they look pissed. One
Oh,
of them
well.
stands up, takes just kind of drags Baracus and just kind of slaps him in the face like, "Get pull yourself together, man." And they look at you and "Get in."
It was fair enough.
This is what happens to people that hurt my girls.
I'll
Remember that.
Yeah, as she's saying this, I'll grab the shoulder. Come on, you've done enough.
You see them reading their own mutations.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all look very angry at you. You have given them reason to distrust you. But anyway.
Does this
cool.
count as helping my friend?
100% count as fucking with somebody
Not your
you
buddy.
hate
Yeah.
and helping somebody. However, I don't think Flair is your buddy. I think Flair is
Oh,
is
no.
Richard's buddy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
No, but was it no? Oh no, it was me and.
You can
and
change
Dave.
it every week if you wanted to make this.
Right.
I mean, it was worth it for the fact that you risked
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Like, because you risked something, because they could have just shot you.
Mhm.
But anyway, yeah, so they growl at you and they all kind of like stand up and are glaring in, apart from the one that dragged off Bosco, and you hear a few slaps coming from around the corner, but they're actually have to sit with them, do some psychology with him to get him back on his feet. That's how this works. So,
He
get on your
didn't mean
feet,
that.
man, come on!
Yeah,
Okay,
he didn't mean it. It's an
fine,
important
go
job
for
looking
something.
after the door. You're the best guard watching that door.
So anyway, you make it inside and you see, I'll say it's 3 people. It's a large room. It looks like a kind of comedy. There's some couches that are there. There's carpet. There's like some desks around the place. And it's large and it leads off into another side room which you can't see. The door's shut. On the chairs sat Hannibal, his second in command Face, and at the other side of the room is Boone. One of his lesser. Oh no, actually, no, sorry, Face. Oh, no, that's Face. I'm looking at the wrong guy. Boone is that one. God damn it! I've got so many bloody sheets up. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, one of his kind of lesser enforcers. He's big, he's muscular, but he's taken some hits in the past. He's mainly gets sent out for like roughing like the smaller folk up in that. But yeah, he's just kind of like over the side of the room, known to not really follow conversations, more of an orders guy. And Hannah was just kind of staring at you. You see it for the job. He's all full silent.
I thought Ulf was
Yes,
going
we
to
are
talk.
here for information on the job.
Right. Here's what's going to happen. Have you got a map?
Yeah.
Obviously. Of course we do.
I'll pull out the map and like.
As you say, obviously, of course, he looks at you for an uncomfortable amount of time, quietly. Are you taking it seriously?
I've took the map out and I've rolled it and handed it to
See,
her.
I told you. Of course we have a map.
Yeah, we wouldn't be here if we weren't taking this seriously.
That's the area. He points to an area. Have you been there? You have not been there.
No, we've not been
Not that I am
No,
aware
yeah.
of.
Right.
I don't think so.
He moves, he points across his that, and he points to like a large area of the map. That is the ruins of Lanark. There's a lot of good salvage in there. There's a lot of ghouls in there. This here is on the outskirts. Safer. It's what was called in the old days an industrial park. There's buildings there, places to get food, places to get equipment, places full of things we could use. I'm not interested in anything apart from a building with the name Woolsey's on it. You get yourself
Okay.
in there, it's got what I need. Fencing, concrete, sand, bags, things that were used to defend temporary locations, temporary forts while they're building things up in the before times. Looks at each year. I'll give you each 5 bullets now, 5 bullets on return, enough food and water to get you there and back. And I'll give you 3 of my grunts.
We don't need your grunts.
Oh
do
no,
we?
I need the grunt.
Also, I have a friend that will help us, so you will need to give me 5 extra bullets that I can give to her.
Red has came into the room, so she was part of the 5.
I was
Yeah.
taught about jigs.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. All right, so
I'm assuming she'd do it for 5 bullets. Well, 10 total.
you do not know yet, but 5 bullets is a decent pay. Like, 5 bullets
Yeah.
will get you a lot, and you can
Yeah.
shoot people in the face with it. Plus, it's 5 now and 5 later, so it's 10 in total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently we've got another member of our group going, so
Subcontract. Okay. Comes out of
She
your
is
share.
a friend.
I'm offering what I'm offering. If you want to subcontract, that's on you.
that's fine. You can give her half of mine. You can give her my half once we get back. I'll take the 5 now.
Okay. You can take Dwight, Maddie, and Howler with you. And I've got something around back for you to use.
Howler was the man I was talking with.
It was
Right.
indeed.
I really don't want Howler being in this.
Explain to Hanwell why you don't then.
This is my point. You sure you want to be? You want to be giving us grunts? I mean, you're not giving anyone else. I mean, I'm all the grunt we need in our group. Surely we could give us someone better, like maybe an enforcer or something.
You think you can drag back enough equipment by yourself or with your team? Are you, and looks at you all, you still look
Yes.
the physical type.
No, but I'm probably.
And
We
you
have
think
brought
you
a
can
lot
drag
back
back
last
enough
time.
to circle the whole arc?
You should have seen what we brought back last time. We brought back a lot of stuff.
You did bring back a lot of stuff last time. Come with me. And he goes to out the front, past the glaring guys and Leech at the back of the building. And they have what we would think of as a tractor trailer.
Ooh.
It was really fucking heavy.
Yeah.
It's got 4 wheels. It's being put together. Miri, this is an identification roll. Give me a jury rig roll.
Okay.
Sorry, for the intents, it's actually there's a tarpaulin over this, so it's actually inside. It's undercover,
Hang on a minute. I get
like almost like a tent structure they've built around it.
I get a +2 modification. No, that's a different thing. Do I get a? I'm just checking if I get any things.
Yeah, cool.
No, I don't get any pluses for that. It's when I'm making things for it. Okay,
Cool.
so just that.
Great jury rig. You're not going to actually. I'll think about it.
Right.
Yep. That's fine. Yeah. This is definitely gearhead work, which is weird because he doesn't have a gearhead.
I
But
think I would
somebody
just sort of rush over to it and like put hands on it and go, oh.
He moves to kind of stop you, like he's worried, and then like he kind of
She's a
pushes
gear.
himself back.
Yeah, she's a gearhead.
I know. They get excited about this kind of stuff.
She
Yeah,
made
like,
these
it's-
for us.
So what you're saying is you basically want us to drag that thing behind us.
No, I offered you help to drag that. You said you wanted to drag that behind you.
Well, we
No,
don't.
we
Now,
said we will
as
be
a
able
grunt,
to
you would know
move
this is
things
going to
back.
take a
Yeah.
team to drag this.
Well, listen, we probably don't need as many grunts. Give us 2 and give us 2 and replace one of them with an enforcer. I mean, I'll stand in and do what I need to do.
I'm not saying. Right, I'll tell you what. You can do a roll off with him with a manipulate roll.
Oh fuck! If I was gonna ever do a fucking
One the rolls.
Hannibal. Okay, not a fail, which is good.
not fail.
He fucked it right up, mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
You see him actually genuinely like kind of look down and look up. It's like maybe they're not as strong as they think.
I'm huge. I've got a strength 5 and my pack mule. Surely that'll show the fact that I'm quite. I mean, you've heard of me. Come on, I do stuff like this all the time. Save your grunts.
you didn't actually get any successes, just to clarify, but he failed.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I'll be
yeah.
like, look at how strong he is. I've seen him lift ridiculous amounts. Does that give me enough to assist him?
I'm not gonna say no because he only has 2 in it. So what I'm gonna say is he goes, fine, take 2. You're not getting enough force at all. They stay here. They work with me. We've got things we need to do.
That's fine.
But I'm willing to. Doesn't want to use the word sacrifice. I'm willing to risk a couple of my newer members. But yeah, if you just want to take 2, what 2 do you want?
I will purposely avoid Howler.
Right.
So
Take Dwight and Maddie.
yeah. Well, we'll take Dwight and Maddie. Are they new members? Did they say?
They've been with him for some amount of time. We're not really sure how much. Basically, some grunts just fall in with bosses because they're getting fed. So I mean, yeah, they don't have like the full uniform. Like most of the people that work with them have some kind of uniform. These guys have just got like hats and the boots and like the combats, but they're just like wearing like ripped t-shirts and stuff.
So on that, is Howler been there longer?
You can give me some kind of roll to like work this one out. I'd call it a straight wits roll to remember.
I'm good at wits.
Yeah, go for them.
How do I do that?
You just roll 4d. If it's 4, just roll 4d6. If it's 3, just roll 3d6.
Oh, wait a minute. It's okay. I've figured out how to do it. I think. Boom. Yeah.
That's it. He's been with them about 4 winters. You remember they broke in a while ago, and then the next year when he started kind of gaining power, Howler kind of joined with him. But grunts are not well treated on the Ark.
Yeah. Or privy to information.
No, they tend to stay at the bottom. They do the grunt work. You know, this guy probably hasn't shared his plans with everyone, but there'll be like the ones at the top of the tree will know it.
Okay. Yeah, fine. We'll take Howler and Dwight.
Okay.
They're good guys.
If you think you can do it, then yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I wonder what the physics are of dragging all these fences back to the Ark. I bet you need like 50 people. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Grunts are really strong. So yeah. What you have noticed about the map is there is actually, it's maybe not the best road ever, but there is like a functional road system you could take to it. It's going to take you through a few extra zones. But yeah, you could definitely get there using the road. It's probably easier to drag the Durarid cart on. Okay, so I reckon it'll take you 2 days to get there. Maybe 3-4 days back, depending on how good you do. What I'll accept as well is if you even drag the stuff halfway and hide it, then I'll send my boys out to get it.
Would you be okay with that?
Provided you bring my boys back and they confirm that you've got the stuff there. Payment would be on return of the equipment to the Ark, though, not before. So 5 now, and 5 once this stuff's safely back.
Well, I'm not getting my 5 on return. That's going to our friend. So yeah, I'm happy with that. What about you guys?
I'm perfectly happy as well.
It will.
Still pawing the trailer slightly.
Well made. Shops are pretty good. Very impressive work.
Yeah.
Door opens and closes. So open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close.
Well, without
You will break the door if you do that too many times.
The door breaks off.
I can fix that.
Well, I can't
Back in easy enough.
I can't speak for everybody, but it looks like we have an accord here.
Okay. Right. Base. Get him a gear. And he comes back to provide you each with, we'll say 7 days worth of rations for food and water. And he provides you each with 5 bullets, including red. And for yourself, Richard, you're keeping a hold of them now and you're going to give them to Jinx, or what was the plan there?
Well, I'm taking the 5 the now, and then the 5 on the return. Well, actually, I'll take the 5 on the return. I'll give my 5 to Jinx once we meet her.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
And then I'll give Jinx my 5 on return, so she's getting paid in full.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, she's
So
going to get
we're
10,
gonna,
but you guys
yeah,
will
yeah,
get 5.
yeah,
You're helping me out. So that,
yeah,
that
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that counts towards helping me out there. You're taking half your wages as well, so that's pretty cool.
What did
We're
DM
buddies.
think about that?
We're
Okay,
buddies.
no.
We're losing half our wage here. We're not getting a lot of
Yeah,
bills
always
for that.
help my buddy.
I'll come back to that.
Yeah, you will.
Well, you can take as much as you want. They're offering you basically enough for 7 days travel, so 7 grub and 7 water. However, if you've got plenty already, there's nothing stopping you taking it and selling it, or taking it and stashing it. Up to you.
I'm gonna just look over the cart and go, "Hey Hannibal, that's quite impressive.
Yeah,
How did you manage to build it? That must have cost you a fortune."
certainly did.
Yeah, man. Anyone want to interject?
I have to go and give my girls some food before I leave. And also tell them not to eat it all again.
It makes sense.
That was bad. It was very bad.
Are you sure they ate it all, or did they maybe feed the rest of the people in the nursery with it?
They ate it all at once. You know, children.
No, he
See
doesn't.
Hannibal thinking about your 2 children? Yeah. Yeah, no. Children. Doesn't know children.
Hopefully
There's no
not
children in
too
the army.
well.
Yeah.
It's like,
Hopefully not too well.
Quick question.
You know, stay away from the nursery.
I mean, I've been hanging around the fix pit for a while. I would have thought I would have seen something as big as this hanging about there.
What gearhead
Yeah.
did you get? To
you must
do
not be
it?
very observant. Sorry, Scott, what were you saying, mate?
What gearhead did you get to do this? We must commission him for work. Or her.
Looks at
Can
you.
I roll to see if I recognise the work?
Oh,
Oh,
that's a shout!
I've been waiting on one of you. I've been waiting on. I'll say it.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
ages.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I can't give it away. Of course you
Yeah,
can.
that's
Vinny.
a shout.
What kind of roll would you? I'll let it be a straight wits roll if that's what your main skill is. I'm not going to let it be a jury roll. This is you basically looking through for things that you recognise. Each gearhead's either got a style or maybe like a mark that they leave on things to
Yeah.
mark it as their
Like a
work.
signature, yeah.
Yeah,
How do I just roll
like it.
wit, though?
You can just roll 4d6 or how
yeah,
many days
see,
you choose.
no, I found it out. If you go up to your attributes,
Just
and
click on-
wits,
And then click
Oh,
roll,
right.
yeah.
click roll,
Okay.
that'll do
I
it
see.
for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I figured that one out like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, I did. I got a
Yeah.
both
Yes,
Well,
success.
well, she's doing the investigation. I'm just like, I mean, I've been wanting to improve the altar for some time. It's very impressive.
Again, he's just
I'm-
going to just look at you like brow furrowed.
I'm
Well,
not like doing it in a like I'm
No.
intentionally trying to not be direct with it because I don't want to piss the guy off. I'm kind of doing it as a casual,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I mean, he looks at you for a long time. He's like, yeah, lots of gears around the arc. You were lucky. We found this one a couple of days out. Old barn. Got some people to fix it. Mary, looking through it, most of this is it appears that they got lucky and they found like a relatively intact trailer. However, the trailer had 2 wheels, and somebody's attached the front 2 wheels to make it more stable and easier to actually steer. So like almost like a whole steering column has been installed to this, and it's been jury rigged. And yeah, you recognise the work because there's a little tiny spanner, kind of like carved
into it. Yeah.
yeah, which you might as well have wrote his name in lines of fire on the side as far as you're concerned. But yeah, you recognise this work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna actually say anything right now, though.
You have spanner!
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Take note.
Well, if I'm not that observant, let's hope I'm more observant when we get up there, hey?
Yeah, for your own sake. Dangerous
Yeah.
place.
Have you heard much about the ghouls up there? They're not doing anything untoward or anything.
Actually, now you mention it, Jinx says there wasn't a lot of ghoul presence there. Doesn't mean much, but tends to mean something
Oh.
less.
Oh, Jinx, that's actually who we're hiring.
Yeah, makes sense. She's good.
Well,
She is a stalker, of course she's good.
yeah, if she comes to you, she must be good.
Well, I pay the best, don't I?
certainly hope so. Definitely looks good for me anyway. Right, we should probably get going. By the way, do you want to apologise to Barack as far as we may have? I may have upset his feelings.
Looks at Flair and says, "Did he do something to the girls again?"
I do not want to talk about it here. But next time I hear anything or see anything, he will be dead. Understand?
I'll make sure he's disciplined.
Yeah.
No,
to be
he will be
fair-
dead by me.
Yeah, and to be fair, mate, I only pointed out his inadequacies at the fact he was guarding a door. That was my bad.
Right. Let me explain this to you. Looks at each one of you individually. This unit is under my command. If they do anything wrong, I'll deal with it. If they cause you a problem, you come to me. If any one of you takes it into your own hands again, then not only will you not work for me, I will burn your life to the fucking ground. Looks at you, Blair, and says to you, "You've had one. If anything happens again, I deal with it. If you deal with it,
He
Baracus is
touches
the
my
least
girls, he
your
will
girls have
die.
to do."
Nobody
can I-
touches my girls, ever.
Yeah. Can I sense emotion on the first bit he was talking about?
Apart
As a
what,
point-
which part?
About the fact about the discipline.
Oh, absolutely.
within
Yeah.
the
Each
unit?
one of you can give me a sense of motion for discipline, for what you meant by that. If you
Oh.
choose to, you don't have to. If you want to be very
Uh,
angry, you go right ahead and be angry. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's emotion, yeah. One.
Actually, yeah, I'm
Grace.
just pissed off.
Oh, Jesus! With all of his dice, Blair's like, "Oh." Grace's like, "I don't understand humans. What are you talking about? Ridiculous nonsense."
Technically, he got a 1 on that as well.
I know I'm ignoring that. I don't know why that should be coming up with the thing, so I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah. Is that because
Oh.
it's a skill?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's weird. It should still come up as Oh no, you can't. Maybe it doesn't matter. I'll do it.
Yeah.
It, Matt. Alf. Yeah, when he says he would discipline him, when he says that, he doesn't mean he'll make him like stand guard in the rain. He means that things are going to go very poorly for him if he finds out he's doing anything to anyone, which could mean that he disappears, which could mean that he comes out a few inches shorter in future. If Hannibal's disciplined, he considers himself a strong leader, and he would not tolerate any kind of fuckery in his ranks.
See, with that success, does he come across as if he's doing that as a sense of doing the right thing, or is it a case of he kind of enjoys discipline?
A sense of that he thinks there should be order, and for there to be
Right.
order, people have to follow instructions, and people
Yeah.
do not follow instructions if you are doing things to people you shouldn't do. So he believes in order, is what you get from it. Well, it's
Right,
just
okay.
one success. I'm not going to go
Yeah.
deep into the guy's psychology.
I get you. That makes sense. Right, okay, I'll hand on Flair's shoulder just to kind of calm her. Says, "Hey, listen, man's talking sense. You know, he wants to make sure his unit is the best, and if he has to make them the best, they have to follow orders, right?"
Nods. I'll take care of it, Flair. You have my word.
If I find him first, I will kill him. Understand?
Let's not
You know,
hope
it's-
you find him first. I'll start to pull Flair away from this situation if
It
I
is
can.
nothing against you, Hannibal. I promise. This will be personal with him, not you.
He kind of looks, he's like, "I see. Let's hope he doesn't. I'll have a talk with him. He'll make sure to stay very
If I
far
have-
away from the
If I
nursery."
have problem with any other your men, I will come to you for that, yes, but not him.
You understand, right, Hannibal?
I understand that when you care about someone very deeply, you perhaps do things that may not be the best decision. Flair, you care about those girls, and I will make sure that no one under my command does anything to hurt them in any way. You have my word. And I will have a discussion with him about what he may have done in the past. and he
He
will
will
not
not
forget
tell
his
you the
decision.
truth. He will not tell you the truth because what he actually did was unspeakable.
He might tell
Already
him
shuffling towards the
the
exit,
truth
by the
now
way.
because he is broken.
Yeah. He's probably
You
feeling
get the
guilty
impression
right
that he will get to the bottom of what he is asking him.
Yeah.
Because you have mentioned several things that, if they just bumped into them in the street, wouldn't have bothered you. But he does not look happy.
Yeah.
He's now has to remove Baracus from the game because he is
Does she get a bonus experience for this?
Yeah.
actually killing an NPC through a pointy conversation.
Messing with
Absolutely.
her enemy, yes,
Yes,
she will
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
her
absolutely. She's
enemy
100%
killed.
done so.
Yeah,
And so yeah, I will write a thing that's going to happen, but you will not find out what that is because I think
Yeah.
that is an awesome RP by Rachel. That I was very scared.
I was very scared. I'm the
I thought
biggest
she was
guy
going to
here.
start fighting all of them.
Oh, Listen, I was backing you up, Flair. You're my buddy, but Jesus, I was trying to keep. I was skirting that line.
I was this close to doing calm emotions, but the roleplay was so good. I was just like, no.
Yeah.
I was just channeling my mother bear instincts of what I feel
Oh, it
towards
was
my
very
dog.
good. Yeah, it was good. Hannibal kind of nods to face and kind of like tells him to go out. And the two mutants that you're taking with you, which was Dwight and Maddie, kind of come round and they kind of like they harness themselves into the front of this thing.
I'll do
And they start dragging it, and once
Yeah.
it starts moving, it actually, actually goes all right. You're quite surprised for something as heavy as this. They've managed to like grease it up pretty good, and the wheels are moving quite well. So once they get it moving, they actually manage to steer it. It's not quick, but it's also not crushingly slow.
In that case, I'll take up the rear and I'll help push.
Absolutely,
I really
yeah.
hope we're not going downhill. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we're going uphill first, if I'm not mistaken. Looking at the
They
map,
actually
and
they
then
show
we'll come
you.
back down.
And there's a pipe that kind of connects to the harness at the front, and they show you, and they do that, and you notice it slows right down.
Right.
Okay, I don't want you to get hurt.
It's got a brake on it.
Yeah, we're going uphill
That's very
first.
good.
Yeah, we're going uphill towards the area. Downhill is where we're coming
Well,
down
maybe
with
I'll
all
need
the way.
to pull and push when we do that then.
That's no problem. You've got me, man. You know me.
Okay.
I'll.
Yeah, they high five you.
Yeah.
Rook Bros, woo!
Yeah.
He's always doing that bro thing for like 5 minutes. They tell you that they'll meet you at what would be the front of the camp. So there's a large road that kind of leads up to the camp. It's not in good condition, but they tell you they're going to drag it there and meet you. So with that, yeah, you've got direction. You've got some people to accompany you. What I will throw out to you is there's nothing stopping you getting different grunts from somewhere else if you want, because Ulf does no other grunts, which are quite cheap labour on the Ark. However, it means you'd have 2 extra bodies to take and need to feed and water them for so many days.
Yeah. We'll be okay. Like I say, the stalkers will do the protection. We got the grunts. We've got our friend Gray, in case we need to make any repairs, and we have Bogart.
I'll sort of sidle up to the others and quietly go, that's definitely Spanner's work.
You sure?
Absolutely sure. There's no question.
Right. I'll go over to Flair before I go. You okay?
I will be better soon.
I had your back in there, right? You know that.
Yes, I felt your presence.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure you're okay.
I am grateful, thank you.
Hey, at least we got him crying, right?
I know, it made me feel very good. I must thank Bogart for that.
As you are walking away and you're kind of dragging, you hear 2 loud shots ring out from the armory.
Did he just get executed?
No. No, he wouldn't have been executed. 2 loud shots, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't double tap him. Maybe shot his knee. They may have shot his kneecaps out. I think that's maybe what's happened.
Let's not speculate on what's happened, right? All you
We'll
know
find
is
out
you
when we
heard
get
2
back.
loud shots.
Yeah.
Flair's like,
just tell me, has the arc numbers changed?
The other numbers
We'll find
have
out at the
not
end.
changed yet because it's
Yeah.
not the end of the session.
Yeah, nice, I like it.
Exciting episode.
Yay!
Listen, gather up the supplies you need. Flair and Bogart, Gray can. Me and Gray are going to go to the fix pit, see if we can get any supplies in case we need to fix the trailer.
As you try to do that, the grunt says, "Someone needs to drive this thing."
Yeah, that's
you look
no-
over. There's actually a seated area with a little steering wheel in front of it.
We could get a. We
That
could
is
actually get.
fantastic.
We could actually get Gray to do that, but we need to go and get supplies in case we need to make some last minute repairs to this in case we get caught or anything. So we just got to go to the fix pit, okay?
I'll
Good
go.
idea.
No, I want to drive the thing.
Yeah,
I'll
Gray,
go.
Gray, seriously, we need to go and get supplies, okay?
I'll
You
go.
can drive it later.
I'll go
Like a
to
little
the
kid
Dawn
getting dragged
Vault.
away.
I'll go to the
Bogart,
Dawn
yeah, you can
Vault.
certainly jump in the seat. It's
Okay.
it's not
Oh,
attached
no,
from that.
I'm
It's
going to
just-
the Dawn Vault, is what I was
Oh,
saying.
you're going to Dawn Vault. Okay, so you're going to Dawn Vault. Mary's getting dragged to the fix pit. That leaves Rochelle. Or if you can put Red in the driving seat if you want. Well, if you want to go with somebody else.
I'm going back to the girls just before we leave to give them some food,
Okay,
so then
so
they
Red,
don't starve.
cool, Red jumps in the driving seat, and it's just like, you know, it's not got power steer or anything. So it's like, "Arr!" Yeah, and she manages like it just moves the wheels enough so they can try to drive it. But yeah, so they drag it to the front area. Okay, Scott, you've not had much to do. We're gonna have to call in a few minutes, but Scott, you head towards the Dawn Vault.
Yeah, I am returning the book that I've been reading all day, which was obviously the one that we got. So I'm putting that back into the Dawn Vault, and I'm going to see if there's any books based on driving kicking about. Since I doubt
Like a highway
anyone
code or
knows.
something. Or?
Hmm?
What kind of? What do you mean? You say driving? Explain to me what you're looking for.
Like a driving manual, like because no one here's going to know how to drive.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll say you can. You find you go to Dawn Vault and you meet Hanneth. Hanneth is the kind of the de facto leader of the chroniclers that live within the Dawn Vault. She is kind of bent back from spending a lot of time like reading tomes and stuff. She's got glasses. She's got a kind of white like lab coat on that's filthy. She's wearing sensible shoes and then like a knee-length dress. And then she can't see. Comes a driving book. You see, like the vehicles, driving book. I have a book on how the mechanics of driving work, like how the column would attach to the wheels and they would be able to turn the car, and how if you put pressure on the plates, then they would slow the wheels down.
Right.
It's
This,
quite a.
this seems like it could be useful if I hand it to a gearhead. Perhaps he will understand the mechanics of driving better.
Of course. And she goes, and then she comes back. She says, "Oh, sorry, it was checked out by Spanner, some time ago. He's not returned it." Then you kind of see her think for a second. Wait, isn't Spanner dead?
Well, perhaps he does not pay his late fees.
Late fees. We just beat people that don't return them with a big stick. She points to the wall. There's a big stick on the wall with blood in it.
Late fees.
Speaking of returning, I thought I'd return this chronicle that I had taken up.
And this is the book that had the information about, like, from the desiccated corpse you found, yeah?
Yeah.
She kind of looks at it, and her eyes kind of wide, she's like... And she, like, leans right in, like, this talks of an ark, but not our ark. She looks directly at you.
I know it was very surprising. We are going to investigate this soon, but I do have to do some tasks. However, if we could keep it down quiet, we don't want the Ark knowing there may be another Ark. It might scare people.
I will keep this with me. I will only inform those who I most trust. I will study the book and see if I can get a location for you.
Mhm.
And then she gets right to the back,
Things
like,
are
mentions Eden.
unstable right now. If things like this,
Sorry, what?
You were not there.
Mhm.
Oh, right, okay.
Things are unstable right now, as it is not a safe time to scare the usual folk.
The morons, yes, the morons. We must
I
keep the
was
morons
trying
safe.
to look for a better term, but
Yes.
yes, we've
The
read
uneducated, the filthy
of
ones.
the foolish things people have done in the past when given scary information and no knowledge on what actions are getting taken.
Yes, the elders grasp in health. Take lessons every day. Less people are willing to listen to us, especially as we can't provide food. Of course, yes, I will ensure that this is kept very safe. This mention of Eden, though, it's a legend. It's lies. It's the elders always maintained it's not there. We must. Yes, I'll keep it safe. I will. If I find anything, I will send for you. And she kind of like puts it in a satchel that she has by her side.
Of course, if
Oh my
anyone
god, this
else
changes so
thinks-
much.
Of course, I am taking a personal interest in this. If any other stalkers or chroniclers bring any information on this in, if you could inform me right away.
Yes, of course. And she gives you the secret chronicler handshake.
Yes, which is just us all like kind of doing that.
Yeah, you pull your glasses down and go.
A wink.
I forgot, Richard, you
Bogart
missed that
does it
episode.
even
That's the
though-
week you were off. They
Yeah.
found a clue to Eden.
Right.
It's actually on the Roll20 page, right down at the very bottom. There is. I don't know. Maybe I put it in actually. I meant to. Anyway, I'll find it for you and I'll put it up. I'm sure it's there somewhere.
I know enough about this game to know what Eden is. Jesus.
Well, Bogart
First,
is
that's
the
so
only
far.
one that knows. Because he's the only one that's read it and can read it. Well, now the chroniclers can.
Yeah. Okay, so that leads us to. So yeah, that's it. So you gave that into them. It doesn't unfortunately increase the dev technology or anything of the art because it is just a book. Although some books could increase those things if I decided to. So we'll call it there because that's 10. And we'll dish out some XP and whatnot if you wish. I'm going to assume that Rachel has still not increased her character stats in any way whatsoever and is just saving up XP forever.
You know me too well, Lee. You know me far too well.
I know
And
you
that's
so
one
well.
I was going to say, that's why you may as well though, because like every 5 points
My
you're
goal
getting
this week
something.
is to use it all up.
I know I keep saying it, but I will come on at some point with you and help you. I mean, run tomorrow, before we do the other thing, I could actually run. It's dead easy, and it doesn't matter.
Was that right?
Yeah, I'll be
you'll do
able
it
to figure it
tomorrow
out, I
before,
just
before the other thing.
Yeah.
Before our other
The
thing.
more popular thing that we do.
The thing that we love.
Only on Twitch, on YouTube,
Yeah.
Mutant's popular.
Ralph is going to burn this world to the ground.
Yeah,
Okay, right,
he's
so
gonna try.
it's fucking going to do it. Right, did you participate in the session? Yes, you all participated. You all received 1 XP.
Huzzah.
Did you perform a day's work for a project in the Ark? Not yet. However,
No.
I will start giving that out next week.
Yay.
Did you explore at least one new sector? Afraid not.
Nope.
Did you sacrifice or risk something for your PC buddy? I will say Scott, Rachel, and Richard can have that because
Hey.
he was going to go to town and she didn't. But you said that that's close. Did you sacrifice or risk something for NPC you want to keep safe? I will say Rachel gets this because she threatened a boss several times
Yes.
not go near her girls. Like long past anyone else who were like, he's already said no. It's like, fuck you, I will kill you. It was
Okay.
fucking hardcore. I was very impressed.
Especially a boss that believes in appearing most powerful.
Yeah,
It's
like,
like-
his whole deal is like
Yeah.
order and people fearing him. She's like,
Yeah, this is like,
it's great.
she may as well have went up and punched Hitler.
I mean, that would be as well. He's not that bad. Anyway, did you sacrifice or risk something to mess with the NPC you hate? I'll give this to Scott. Actually, no, kind of not one actually.
I
'cause
did
you-
mess with her and interrupted her speech.
That's true. You did mess her. You can have that one. And did you sacrifice or risk something to reach your big dream? So far, no.
I risked
I
my
did.
life.
I'm
Mary,
so
did you only get
tempted
one
to.
again?
Yeah.
You need to start
I
fucking with
risked
people,
the
Mary.
potential of death.
Oh.
You did, yeah.
I did.
Next week, I'm going to make it my goal to get you to start fucking with people.
She did, oh, wait. Mary did give me my rot suit. And I am one of
I
her
did
arms.
it.
Are you her PC buddy?
Yes.
And this one occasion for giving him the gift of a rot suit, you can have the XP for it.
Okay.
I was gonna say I did risk something big to get closer to my big dream.
Which is
Uh,
what you did.
Diane was specifically looking at me for some reason when she was saying about regards of for putting up food, and I put my hand down.
I'm
and
not
kept
going to give you that
quiet.
one because you didn't really. I mean, she asked, she didn't demand.
Well,
What I will say though is, what have you done with all that stuff? Because you brought back fertilizer and seeds.
Yes, I still have the fertilizer in my house. They are currently my mattress, so people don't see. Because fertilizer's warm, it's quite nice, and the seeds I haven't planted yet. However, I'm still planting my wee plant I've got from our first session
What I'm
zero.
going to say is, it is a noticeable amount of seeds you have. It's not like a pack of seeds. It's enough to sow a field, so it's like a sack.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
so
right,
are you carrying that on your person, or are you just
No,
like?
no, that's in my house. That is my pillow for
But
my
I
bed.
specifically asked for a lot of seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
like we're not talking
no.
like a small pack of you can maybe grow some chilies. This is
Yeah.
like I can plant a field of
Once I
tomatoes,
get
don't know.
back from this and I get the information I'm looking for to help the I was going to say the communists, they're not communists, the capitalists, I will be able to help grow their food for them.
That's cool. All right. Things may happen with the stuff you have stashed. Is all I'm saying, because the
Sure.
Ark is a dangerous place. However, we'll talk about that later. Okay, cool. So you've
told
done all
me you were
that.
hiding. In fact, no,
They know
we've
where he
already
lives,
left.
and you've also approached them as you came in with your big pile of stuff. Because you were riding on top of the barrel, the wheelbarrow, if you remember.
Oh yeah.
He was, because he was so badly injured.
Oh, all my stuff was gave away.
No, I don't know about you, but yeah, they might be like, what was in that wheelbarrow that he had? And, maybe they had a look. You just were there for quite a while, going, doing your stuff. However, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'll roll it and they won't find anything.
I'm hoping Lynx is smart enough to keep an eye on her possible future investment.
I'm sure you've told them to do just that. And I'm sure 3 mutants can just easily overwhelm him, beat the crap out of him and take what
But
they
one of his tasks was to get enforcers.
Trustworthy enforcers.
Yes.
But
But this is 2 tasks for him, and that could he still rolls it, and it could still go badly.
Yeah, he's got to do some manipulate rolls, and they're going to be like, fuck you, I'm going to kill you and take the stuff for myself. Anyway, right, cool. So we'll go round. That's us run to the end. Thank you very much for anyone that stayed with us. We do really, really, really appreciate that. I said at the beginning, I'll say it again. If you have missed anything, please go to our YouTube and watch it there. We do break it down into smaller clips because that stays up a bit longer.
We do give the full video eventually, but it's small clips first.
Yeah, but please, if you watch us on YouTube, if you could like, comment, subscribe, it costs nothing, and it really helps.
Yeah.
And again, even if you've got any friends that might enjoy Mutant, hey, just say, hey, watch the channel, give them a follow. We need it badly.
As
not
you
that
can
we
see,
want for
we're
all
at 36 out of 50 in the bottom left corner. We need 50 because
50
then we
is what
get
we need.
then we can get stuff like, for instance, channel points, which means you can earn things for
That's
watching
true,
it.
yeah.
Oh, and also follow us individually if you like. That's
Follow us
an
at I
option
am
too.
LeeMac001 on Twitch. Richard is Working Class Hero. I think it's working _
Twitch,
class
yeah.
_ hero. Minnie
Yeah.
is Fluffgar. Rachel, I don't think has ever done anything on Twitch at all, but follow her anyway at what's yours, Rachel?
It's just my first name and second name.
See if you find any one of us, you'll be able to find her on our
Yeah,
friends
yeah.
list.
Yeah, you'll not be able to understand my surname, which is because nobody does.
Yeah.
It's Franchard.
Oh yeah, it's a French.
Franchard, mon cher.
It's the French.
Oui.
Scott is the Big Egypt. Is that right? That can't be
Liz
right.
Egypt.
The Lazy Egypt.
Egypt.
That it is, the Lazy Egypt.
Hello.
And he's spelled it the easiest way to do as well. But what I'll say is if you get me, again, mine's LEEMAC001. And then you can find them all through my list as well if you choose to. Mary does actual real content. The rest of us kind of like
Occasional.
half-assed.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to steal this channel every so often so I can stream, but I should probably
Yeah.
do it from my own.
Oh, and I draw
Yeah.
things. If you want anything drawn, Here,
That's a
this
question.
person.
Yes.
Do that, yeah.
Um,
Yes, Mary will do
I
amazing
use-
art things for you. You must pay her though.
Yeah, yeah.
Eventually, eventually I'll
Nothing
do
for
them.
free.
Things stop getting in the way.
Pair money.
There's a discount. You get a 1% discount if you follow the channel. But also, we don't know how much it costs, so who knows how much that really
Yeah, if you
is.
follow the channel, Mary might give you some discount.
Yes, if you manage to get
Yeah.
us up to 50 followers, you
If
will
you're
get
the
a
50%
50%
discount.
discount.
Yes.
Oh, the
video,
Thank you,
can I
Mo.
pay you something with
Giveaway,
25%
In
off?
fact,
Our
from our
50th
first
follower.
50. No, don't
Yes.
say 50th because nobody will want to do 49.
Ah,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Our 50th
Yeah,
follower will get a 50%
But
discount.
No,
between-
we have a draw
We
of the
draw
51st
from the
follower.
Oh,
50.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Because
Yeah.
if we
Oh,
do
yeah, that's
50,
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
That
idea.
is fair. Yeah, that is very
because
fair.
then we
So
get
of our
people
first 50
waiting.
Yeah.
But you have to take us out of those
Yeah,
followers.
not the
because
actual
they're-
content creators. We won't be included in the draws.
Yeah.
The only people that aren't us
Yeah,
may
so,
receive
and-
some kind of
and there's a
discount.
good, there's a good 5-8 of us that follow this, so that means you've got like a 42. There's 42.
Yeah, one in
If
42.
you
Like a
follow, get up to 50.
5% chance. It's like everyone.
Yeah, that's an increased chance. Yeah, exactly.
You've got a
Which we
great
need to talk
chance.
about as well. Jeez,
Yeah,
we need to do
follow
a
me
roundtable
on,
discussion on that one D&D thing.
I
We
do
will need
actually
a
think we
discussion
should
on
just.
Oh,
do
that is what I should
those
also
ones.
add. Next week there will not be a mutant stream. Next week will be the inaugural episode of our chat show, which will probably
What's
have
the
at
channel
least.
called?
I think Scott had a good name for it, did he not?
I just named it
You said-
downtime because I didn't want to call it what you were all calling it.
Well, we
I'm
don't
like,
want
we're
to be
not
connected to
Critical
any
Role.
other
No,
TTRPG
we're
channels.
not calling
No,
it what
no,
you
no.
want to call it.
So we're
Again.
not letting me call it Talks Mutanta because, like, no,
It's
it's because
not
the
gonna
Talks
be called that.
Machina.
Yeah,
Yes, I can't call it that. So I don't know. Downtime's not bad. Short rest's not bad. But I think that's taken by someone else. Mutant chat or TTRPG chat or nerd chat. I don't know. Find something. Talk.
Tabletop talk.
Table talk. No,
No,
table
talk,
talk.
talk,
Oh,
talk,
mate.
talk's taken
Talk
by a
Talk's
huge
not bad.
company.
Yeah.
Is it?
Know the zone.
No, the zone's not bad actually.
Know the zone. It's a skill. It's a skill of mutant.
Yeah,
Know
yeah.
the zone.
I know all the rules of
Yeah.
this game.
Yes.
People often remark how well I know the rules.
I have
but
not
yeah, so
watched
that's-
that particular one, Fluffgar, but my family really loves it. But I do love period dramas. Actually, I've just never watched that one.
That's actually, yeah, I like Fluffgar's idea of Downtime Abbey.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Would we have
I
Katie
actually like that TV
with,
program.
like, period drama TV shows
Yeah.
as well? I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
It's code name Downtime, but in fact, in the chat, if you come up with a good name, we'll see the chat later. You are obviously going to,
Yeah.
this is finished, but we will be able to see any comments you make on the channel. Make your suggestions, and we'll throw it into the pile of decisions, and we'll give you a shout if we like it.
Make some good suggestions, though, not just stupid ones.
I will accept stupid ones as
Stupid
well
and
for my
good,
own
both.
laugh.
Yeah, but we want some
Yeah,
serious
it's
ones
fine.
too.
Get
So
put a
what's-
serious one, but one that you think will make us laugh as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
like
like weirdly
serious is in
sexual or
something.
like, you know, like
Yeah, nothing
creepy, just
that you can't use.
something that's funny the first time you hear it, and after that gets successively less funny every
Yeah,
time you
that's
hear it.
perfect.
Yeah, like
yeah.
the
yeah,
B
that one.
sharps.
Well done.
Well, that's what I mean by like serious, like
Yeah.
something you can actually use.
I understood that reference.
Yeah, I understood that reference. Of course I
Yeah.
did. That's
I
actually
did
literally
not.
what I'm going to make a reference to a thing that was done 20
Yeah.
years ago, so the old people get it. And Rachel goes,
I was
"Love it."
7.
Yeah.
During the
Oh.
scanning.
Aw.
That's not a bad
Actually,
idea, right?
I was literally going to Google
Well,
when the B
nearly
Sharps
eight.
episode came out. Let's find out before we finish the stream. The B Sharps episode Simpsons.
Did you say
Other-
B sharp?
Yeah, the B sharp.
The B.
Well, it's not a musical note. I know that much.
Yeah.
Be on board. Go.
Actually,
That's kids.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Sign on my car window pane.
That's weird. I thought Homer's Barbershop Quartet. Okay.
Yeah. Number
Uh,
8. Burp. Number 8. Burp. I'm gonna take barbershop to whole new levels.
1993. That episode came out. So 20.
No, wait, that
What?
was
That
1993.
can't be
That's
right.
30
I was
what,
minus a
37
year
years
old.
ago.
That's almost 30 years old, that episode.
Yeah, no,
I
it
just
is
see my
30 years
hair go
old.
grey and my teeth fall out on screen there.
That's another reference. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
No, it's the Last Crusade.
I'm melting. Anyway, so yeah, cool. Anyway, 10 minutes stuck with us this long. We love you very much. And please come back and watch all our channels.
Thanks, guys.
And
Much
Monday,
appreciated.
tomorrow is D&D night. Far more popular.
Hey!
But you know,
Yes,
this one's
tomorrow
better.
at D&D.
Yeah, the world of Felorium.
D&D.
The world of
Yeah.
Felorium.
And in the meantime,
So much fun. You have to watch it.
Felorium.
Anyway, bye. We love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
and
Hopefully.
we are going to raid into something, so
Okay.
I'm going.
I can't
Yes.
be doing that. Why are we doing
We're about to
that?
raid someone because we
Everyone.
are
Wanna raid
good
somebody?
people.
Panty raid.